for high school football in 2023 is right here at Beaver County Radio.
10-5 touchdown! You better believe it!
Coverage of 2023 high school football is being brought to you by St. Barnabas Dental and Dr. Peter Montini, Goldberg Persky and White, Friendly Federal Credit Union, Dr. C. Timothy Lipp, Freedom United Federal Credit Union, Luxembourg Garbett Kelly and George, Electric Garage Door Sales in Monaca, Beaver County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Nissan, Keystone Wellness Program, Patriot Home Care, the Grand Valley Inn, the Community College of Beaver County, the Beaver County Career Technology Center, Drug Free Aliquippa, the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority, Moon Township Ford, AK Nahas Furniture Gallery, Tri-County McDonald's, Fry Transportation, and Beaver County Radio. 95.7 and 99.3 FM, along with 1230 WBVP, 1460 WMBA, and BeaverCountyRadio.com. Now let's head to the AK Nahas Furniture Gallery broadcast booth for coverage of tonight's game.
Live from beautiful Center Township on the campus of Central Valley. It is the Central Valley Warriors at home versus the Newcastle Red Hurricane. And right now they are honoring those in the Gold Star Honor Game. 5 players from each Central Valley and Newcastle are on the field with a representative to honor 5 people from both Central Valley and Newcastle, people who lost their lives in service, people who lost their lives, and they want to remember there is a huge, and I mean huge flag that we're going to try to show you off the fire truck. And it's a big celebration. Both bands are on the field, and it's honoring people who have given the ultimate sacrifice for those of us that are lucky enough to still be here and enjoy this beautiful day. It is a beautiful night here at Central Valley. It's 2 teams kind of going in opposite directions. Central Valley is 3-1 with wins over Austintown Fitch. It was a close one. It was a close, tough loss to Avonworth. And they easily beat Hampton and Chartiers Valley. They are 1-0 in conference play. We'll get to the conference in a second. Newcastle having a tough go of it. They've lost to University Prep. They've lost to Armstrong. They've lost to Mars. And they've lost to West Allegheny. They are 0-1 in conference. We are at the AK Nahas Appliance and Furniture broadcast booth. It's the Beaver County Career and Technology Center pregame show. I'm Mike Gazadian. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. Parkway Conference, Aliquippa is 1-0. Central Valley is 1-0. Of course, everybody talking about their game to be played later in the fall, and we'll see what happens there. West Allegheny also at 1-0. Ambridge at 1-0. 4 teams at 1-0. Only 1 conference game each so far. Montour at 0-1. They lost to Aliquippa in a tough one last week. Blackhawk at 0-1. Chartiers Valley at 0-1. Newcastle at 0-1. Newcastle, again, as I said, a tough time of it. They've only scored 45 points on the year in 4 games. 11.25 points per game. They've given up 40.75. A very young team for Stacy Robinson. We're going to hear from him in a minute in a pre-taped interview. The Central Valley Warriors, again, 3-1. They have scored 145 points, and they have only given up 63. The defense not quite as good as it's been in the past. Again, they're young. They've lost a lot of people as well. They've scored 36.25 points per game and have given up 15.75 points a game for head coach Mark Lyons' team. Mark Lyons has been here for quite a while. He has got quite a staff with him. A lot of guys like Larry DeFincentes, former Monaca player, Wayne Tatalovich, so many other players, Sean McCreary, Scott Slater, John George, a lot of guys. Cam Drake is on the squad this year. And so many others. Central Valley, so well coached. Newcastle, Stacy Robinson has his brother Drew Robinson, Linnell Robinson, Dave Prestapine, Travis Tizarts, Matt Bradford, Har Booker, Pete Anderson, and Rob Ruiz. And they are going through the names of the people they're honoring, and it is quite a sight. They have motorcycles that they're going to rev up for these guys, and it's a big honor here on the Gold Star Honor Game. And they do this around, and this is the Gold Star Honor Game for this year in Beaver County. At the AK Nahas Appliance and Furniture broadcast booth, the Beaver County Career and Technology Center pregame show will continue. We'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we will hear a pre-taped interview with Robert Mangino and Stacy Robinson, only here on Beaver County Radio.
The pregame show will set the stage for the upcoming game coverage. A pre-career start at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center can set up your high school student for life. I'm Vince Crateri, Public Relations and Marketing Specialist at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center with great news. There is still time for this school year in some of our top earning career training programs, but you must act now. Have your child or grandchild see their school counselor today. Hurry, classroom space is limited, and these prime opportunities are on a first-come, first-served basis. Let the Beaver County CTC open doors for you in the game of life. Click bcctc.org.
In order to call the right play, you have to be able to communicate. Dental hygiene not only affects appearance and eating habits, it can also have an impact on your ability to speak clearly. Dr. C. Timothy Lip wants you to keep your teeth in the game, and he has a playbook designed for success so that you can call the right play or even call an audible. Get suited up for a win, or at least a winning smile, by joining Dr. C. Timothy Lip's team in Beaver Falls or Robinson Township. Visit lipdentistry.com.
If you're a parent that's already watched plenty of youth baseball or soccer games, you know the value of teamwork. Whether it's the team on the field or your team of family members at home, strengthening that group can pay off in many ways. Keystone Wellness Programs is offering their free Strengthening Families program in Beaver County for families of children ages 10 to 14. Learn how to increase family bonding and communications, all while having fun together. Visit KeystoneWellnessPrograms.org for details.
It's football season, and if you can see the Aquaman of Beaver County heading deep on a fly route to the end zone, it shouldn't surprise you. This is Jim Riggio, the Aquaman of Beaver County from the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority. Why, you ask? It's obvious. Going deep or the full distance for our customers, no matter what we are up against, is in our game plan. Now, what isn't quite so simple is getting my web feet into a pair of those cleats. This is the Aquaman from the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority. And looky here, I'm wide open, that is, to doing whatever it takes to serve you. Click bfwater.net.
Hi, this is Bob Barrickman here for Fry Transportation. When it comes to school buses in Beaver County, it sure is hard not to notice the shiny Fry Transportation fleet. Fry Transportation has been a local family-owned Beaver County business for 30 years. As any successful football team must be dependable and reliable, these same qualities have made Fry Transportation a champion operation. Best wishes to all local teams and safe travels to the gridirons this season. From your friends at Fry Transportation.
In Beaver County, there are many great stories to tell. One such worthy story is that of the Drug-Free Community Support Program. Now in its 4th year of serving Aliquippa, the project has enjoyed great success through in-school interaction, education, raising awareness, and data analysis. The Drug-Free Community Support Program in Aliquippa has a mission to help local youth make better decisions regarding alcohol and drug use. For more information or to find out how you can get involved, visit Drug-Free Aliquippa on Facebook.
Are you a believer?
I am absolutely a believer.
And I'm a Baba Beaver believer.
But I'm the biggest Baba Beaver believer.
All right, man, you got me.
Be a Beaver believer in a new Nissan. Get a new Rogue S for just $344 a month. Or a new Ultima Premium package for only $380 guaranteed credit approval and the best certified.
Stop in and become a Baba Beaver believer like me.
And me.
At Beaver County Auto.
When accidents and injuries happen, you need the experience and insight of the legal team at Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George, a law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George, helping you put your life back together. Attorney Joe George.
You worry about getting better. You worry about taking care of the medical side of things. We'll take care of all the legal side. I don't want you worrying about whether a letter needs to go out to an insurance company. You worry about getting to your doctor's appointments. You worry about getting your physical therapy appointments. You worry about getting better. If you have to have surgery, you worry about take you back and forth to the surgical center or the hospital. And all those things, I try to put my client at ease from the standpoint of, look, this is where things are going to go. You just worry about getting there on your side of things.
For your initial consultation, call the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George at 724-658-8535 or online at lgkg.com. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George, keeping promises for over 80 years.
Are you experiencing what you thought you would after transferring from what you were doing over at Union?
I knew it was a tough league, but I started out coaching in a tough league and with the Big Seven in its heyday with Farrell and Monaca and Rochester and Southside Western. That was a good league, so it was a battle each week. But, the challenges are, a lot of schools face a challenge, so I'm not immune to it. But when I say I thought it would be this hard of a struggle, no, I didn't imagine it. But I keep having faith that we're close. So in 1 week, hopefully we're going to put things together and show the quality of football team I think we can be.
What do you see as some of the greatest struggles that you're facing at this point?
Well, numbers are a struggle. We most of the people in our league, I think their rosters, they probably outnumber us by about 20 people, but I don't know where the love for football went or anything, but it's, we got to be mindful of the times we're living in. It's just, it's a different time and day, but we got some good football players. We just need a few more of them, put it that way.
So you have athletes in the school district that are just choosing not to play football at this point?
I don't even know if it's that. Obviously, we're in 4A because of enrollment in our numbers, but why people aren't playing, that's the mystery. I don't know if there's any all-staters that aren't playing or all-conference players. I don't think that's the case. For the most part, I think we got the people in the school that can help us win football games, but I just wish maybe somebody could take an interest at younger ages and end up playing. For instance, I got one 4-year senior on my team. That's all I got. That's probably an anomaly, that's for sure, and especially in the Parkway. We have about 7 or 8 seniors, but only one of them has played all 4 years.
That's a pretty remarkable stat.
Yes, it's a remarkable stat. You need your seniors to lead you. That's it. Whatever, if it's A or 6A, whatever. You need your seniors to be the leaders of your team.
What do you like about the team? What are they doing well in your estimation right now?
I think they're a bit resilient. We've been struggling at the part of 2 years. A lot of them been a part of that, the ones that return. But they come to work, and they don't get too down. I'm sure it's a heavy load to carry, but when Monday rolls around, they're ready to work again, which means they have hope.
Kids like to win. Everybody likes to win. And it is a great testimony to your young guys that they're willing to go back at it again on Monday. Let's see how we can get better and maybe win this game coming up on Friday.
I got the sayings, I got a little bit of gray hair, but the times of comfort and ease, they don't reveal who we are. That sounds good and everything, but maybe the life lessons will be later on down the road for some of these guys, how to fight through some things.
What do you see your team struggling with most?
Mistakes, just not keeping assignments. We've played with everybody we've played, at least for sometimes some of it's 2 quarters of quality football. Sometimes it's a quarter and a half, but we just can't be consistent. Turnovers and assignments at all levels of football. Whether it's the Pittsburgh Steelers or not, if you don't execute, you're probably not going to win games. So we haven't been able to put together 4 quarters of execution. And then the frustrating part is if we do it for 2 quarters, that means obviously it can be done. It's just a matter of getting it done. So that's the mystery I got to find out.
Is it an issue of motivation? Is it an issue of focus, determination, or is that part of what you're trying to determine?
Yeah, that's part of what I'm trying to determine. If it's a willingness issue, which I don't think it is, and we're still a bit young. It sounds like an excuse, but I'm starting 2 sophomores on the offensive line, and that's where you got to really be gelling at. And even some of my seniors, they're back, but a lot of them were hurt last year. It was their first year of football last year, and a lot of, that's neither here nor there. Nobody cares about it. We just got to get it done. That's not an excuse, but you ask for a reason, and I think that's part of our reasoning. Just, when the lights are on, it's tough football, especially in the Parkway Conference.
When you look at this conference with Aliquippa, Central Valley, it is probably one of the most difficult conferences to play in this region.
Well, it has to be. I learned that lesson a long time ago. It's, Beaver County, I'm sure if you go to Canton and you look around, there's a lot of people that represent Beaver County, so they take a lot of pride in football in Beaver County, and they take pride in other counties. But it's a physical league, and you got to come ready to play each week.
What are you looking at Central Valley tonight?
It's no mystery, a well-coached team. Looks like they love to play football down there. I'm sure this will be a great atmosphere for football. I haven't really coached up against Central Valley, but I used to coach against Monaca, and so those people are coming over to the game, I'm sure, and it's always a great atmosphere to go down there. But like I told our guys, this is what you play football for, to go down and play and see how you stack up against one of the best.
Are there moral victories that you're going for?
No, I think I'd be shortchanging our players if we started settling for moral victories. I mean, we need to win some football games. Coming into the year, I thought we would, we have some players that can stack up with anybody in the league, but we just got to come out and perform under duress, so to speak. So, no, we're not looking for a moral victory to keep it close. We want to win a football game. We need to win one desperately.
The key players that people will be hearing their names a lot coming up in the game tonight.
Cairo Harris at quarterback, Malik Jefferson and Kayvon Gardner at the running backs, and then sometimes we put them out to catch balls. Nate McKnight, that's on the offensive side. Naturally, our offensive linemen, they don't get a lot of glory. You don't hear their name called unless something's bad, basically. But, we got some guys up front that are playing great for us, Jaden Kirkwood and Marcos Diaz. And on the defensive side, just about those same names that I'm naming on offense, they play defense. We don't have a lot of depth, but they're the same guys that got to get it done on the other side of the ball, along with Dylan Carter and, some people that are playing good. Like I said, we got to put it together for 4 quarters. Maddox Thompson plays on both sides of the ball for us and starts. So, the same guys on offense are basically the same guys on defense for the most part.
Coach Robinson, all the best to you this evening in the game.
All right, thank you.
Spotlight your future this fall at Community College of Beaver County. By attending our admissions showcases, you'll explore campus, talk one-on-one with professors, discover career and transfer-ready programs, and even enroll on the spot. Come to the main campus in Monaca on October 11 from 4 to 7 p.m. as we showcase health sciences, advanced manufacturing, business, criminal justice, education, liberal studies, STEM, and more high school academy pathways. RSVP now at ccbc.edu/showcases.
The award-winning Grand Valley Inn on Route 51 in Falston provides a delicious family dining experience. Grand Valley Inn is a great place for a party or event. They have banquet rooms for small and large gatherings. Fish and Friday night football go great together in Beaver County. The Grand Valley Inn has great fish and seafood specials on Fridays, live music on the weekends through October, and trivia night on Thursdays. Follow Grand Valley Inn on Facebook to keep up with all the fun. That's Grand Valley Inn on Route 51 in Falston.
Being part of a credit union is like being part of a team where everyone plays and, more importantly, everyone wins. This is Cindy Hiladio for Friendly Federal Credit Union. If you need a loan, it's game time. Visit Friendly Federal Credit Union in Baden-Neuerl-Quippa. Follow us on Facebook or Twitter or click friendlyfcu.org. Member NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Friendly Federal Credit Union. You got a friend.
From the AK Nahas Appliance and Furniture broadcast booth, it's the Beaver County Career and Technology Center pregame show. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Azadian, and tonight on camera, as always, it's Keith Walsh, producing Curtis Walsh, down on the field, taking photos for all of you to enjoy. It's Daniel Campbell, Mr. Fry off tonight, Mr. Mangino a little bit under the weather, but wish him well, and we'll carry on for you here. Today is Central Valley is a young team on the rise. They've lost a lot of players over the last 2 years, a lot of talented players. Still, though, 3-1 on the year, and one tough loss to Avonworth. Newcastle 0-4. This is a game where, Central Valley does what they're supposed to do. They should be able to beat this Newcastle team, but you got to figure Newcastle has some talent under Stacey Robinson. They just haven't been able to stop people. Defense is where they're hurting. Again, they give up over 40 points a game and only score about 10 points a game. So it could be a tough road to hoe. Here tonight at the Gold Star game, as we have honored some members of the military who have passed on from both communities. And we had the national anthem. The Newcastle band played the national anthem. God Bless America was played by the Central Valley Band. We've heard from Stacy Robinson. Now we're going to hear from Mr. Mark Lyons in a taped interview. Mr. Mangino talks to Mr. Mark Lyons, the head coach of the Central Valley Warriors.
Coach, big victory last week against Chartiers Valley. What did you see out of the guys that you liked, and what did you see that you need to work on?
Well, obviously we're a young football team, and I think we're taking the necessary steps on developing some consistency in a lot of areas. I didn't think we were consistent enough early on. And that shows when you miss plays that are open. You miss opportunities when they present themselves. So for us, we've been trying to eliminate that and get that corrected, and then we're starting to see that more and more.
You talk about having a young team, a lot of sophomores, even a freshman, and contribute significantly on both sides of the ball.
Yes, and, we knew that coming in. But, we have expectations. We hold them accountable. This year, obviously, there's not a lot of time for them to maybe settle in. We get a young guy. We always try to say 4th, 5th week, maybe they'll be ready after they get about a month and a half of a season.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the process Monday through Thursday. But with some of these guys, we've had to throw them in a little bit sooner than we'd like to. So those are part of the growing pains. But again, for us, it's a work in progress. We spend a lot of time concentrating on what we want to look like. What do we want to look like on Friday night? And, we have to do that Monday through Thursday.
Yeah, that 9th grader, Jance Henry, on the rushing side of things, is the 3rd leading rusher on the team. And when it comes to defense, one of the top tacklers as well. Maybe the standout player that you have is T. Mason Dixon, leading the team in rushing, leading the team in tackles. Tell me about this young man.
He's such a quiet leader. And when I say that, he only speaks when he feels it's necessary, but he lets his play really do all the talking. What a super young man off the field. You'd be hard-pressed finding somebody in our district, in our community, to say anything but positive things about Mason. Very hard worker. He wants to be good. And I think that's important to him. And that's also important in his play when you see it. Some guys want to say they're going to be good, but he wants to be good and he works at it.
How much of it is about self-drive and how much of it is about a coach being able to draw that out of them?
I think it's a combination of both. Obviously you have to be self-driven. You have to have motivation intrinsically from within yourself. But I think the other part as a coach is you give them what you expect from them and you let them be themselves a little bit. You don't kind of tie their hands in their play. You let them play relaxed. You let them play at full speed. And that's one of the responsibilities as a coach, is finding those guys who are capable of doing that and letting them go.
And Coach Lyons, we've talked before about this. You are a very understanding, sympathetic coach to the private lives of your players. There are things outside of football that demand their time and attention, and you are very compassionate to those demands.
Yeah, I guess that's something you learn as you get long in the tooth with age. People always want to discuss this. Our player's different this year. Our player, than 15, 20 years past. And, I've been in both eras. They're not different on what they want, and they want to get better, the whole 9 yards. What's different is some of the outliers, meaning the influences from outside of just their school and practice. And I think it's important as a coach that we're aware of what's going on outside in their private life so much. Something's on their plate that they just can't handle. If they need help, we try to assist them. What's the structure of the home? I think that's important. And when kids know you care about them besides just the 2 hours on the field, I think they recognize that they start to trust you and they start to kind of want to do well in that arena that we give them. So to me, sometimes I think we pay a lot more attention to that than a lot of places, but I do think that's important.
Let's talk about tonight's game. Newcastle last year beat them handily. What are you looking at in tonight's game?
The one thing that stands out, and that's a typical Newcastle team, is I talked to our guys all week about this. Is we have to be really good in space. If it's a 6-yard hitch route, if it's a toss route where there's some space, we have to get around that area. We got to take away their space, and we got to have to tackle well. That first guy getting there's got to make sure he secures a great tackle, great form tackle, and then the rest got to rally to that. Using a baseball term, we can't have any home runs from them, any big splash plays. And if we can do that, then it allows us to kind of put them in our mode, in our tempo where we want to be. And, I think the advantage to us. But if we're spending the night chasing them and trying to track them down in space, we may be in for a long evening.
What are you hoping to do on offense?
Finding balance. And I always say this, we don't chart how much pass, how much run is balance. We chart how many different guys are touching the ball. And I think each week you're seeing another player step into that role where they want to get their hands on the ball. You mentioned it earlier with the distribution of touches from our running backs. It's a committee. In fact, our whole offense is a committee, and we want to continue to do that. We want guys involved in our offense where any person on the field is capable of producing, and that's what we'll strive to do.
Coach Lyons, thank you very much for your time. Good luck in the game.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
From the AK Nahas Appliance and Furniture broadcast booth, we end the Beaver County Career and Technology Center pregame show as Central Valley and Newcastle meet in a Parkway Conference matchup here tonight. Something wonderful about high school football on a Friday night. It gets cool, it gets crisp. The leaves have not turned yet, but the wind gets chilly, and the bands are playing, and Central Valley comes on the field, the Warriors, and they are followed by the Little Warriors, the cheerleaders, and the players. And there's something special about that, and that's why their team is good. Year after year after year, they worry about the kids beneath them, below them, on their way up, and the successful schools all do that, and they have quite a turnout here. As always, at Sarge Albert Stadium. I'm Mike Kazadian. Thank you for joining me tonight as the Warriors at 3-1 and the Red Hurricanes at 0-4. As we get ready for this one, we're going to see Kyrell Harris at quarterback for Newcastle. Kayvon Gardner and Malik Jefferson will be the running backs. And we'll see and hear Nate McKnight, Travis Wetzel, Dylan Carter, and Carlo Lowe as guys that will handle the ball. Central Valley will receive the opening kickoff. They will move left to right on your computer screen. If you're listening at home, Central Valley in white uniform pants, dark blue uniform tops with Carolina blue helmets and numerals. Newcastle in red pants with white shirts and red numerals as we get ready to start here on Beaver County Radio. And foot into the ball, and it's a high arc. And Central Valley fields it. The two guys run into each other and plowed under at about the 29-yard line is Aaron Lawson. So Central Valley will have Stephen Rutherford at quarterback. Number 4. He's in shotgun. He has 2 men wide left and right as we get ready to start. He's waiting. He's taking his time right now on the play. Clock's only at 17. He steps back a couple, looks to the sidelines, and now he's ready. Takes the snap, back to throw, looks, fires, complete at around the 50-yard line to number 21. That is Quinn Connolly, the wide receiver. First down for Central Valley. We'll see J.J. work. We'll see Mason Dixon. And we will see, of course, Quinn Connolly, Chance Henry, George Lewis, guys that will carry and receive the ball. Handoff. First man through to the left side. That is Mason Dixon. Dixon gets about 5. He'll say 6. And they're moving the ball nicely. 2 positive plays. Jaden Schaefer gets the tackle. Stephen Rutherford, a junior, first-year starter. Rutherford in shotgun. Still 2 men to the left, only 1 to the right. 2 tight ends. Back to pass. He's got protection. He's got all day. He's got time. He's flushed out of the pocket. Now throws it away as he is helped up. And rushing him there was Elias Lawson, who was all over him. He beat his tackle and flushed Rutherford out of the pocket, and he just threw it away. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Central Valley. Again, 2 left, 1 right. Double tight end set. Handoff. And tripped up and maybe gets the first down, maybe not. A little short, maybe. And they're going to say he's at the 41, so he's about a yard short. Was Dixon. And my apologies, only a 1 tight end set on that play. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. So 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. Makes sense, they're at the 41. Handoff, busts through the line, and he gets it, does Dixon. He'll get to about the 38.5-yard line. First down, Central Valley. So Dixon will come out. Marcus Lawson comes in. Lawson, one of the receivers to the left. So now 2 left, 2 right, 1 man in the backfield. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Handoff. Bumped after, fake handoff and end around. And he passes it to Rutherford. So he fooled even me. So I fell for it. And the man up the middle was a fake. And about 7-yard gain there. So 2nd and 3. Watch the ball, Mike Azadian. Watch the ball, as Mr. Fry would say. 2nd down and 3. This time a handoff. And breaking through for a first down is Dixon again. So Mason Dixon, the junior. The main ball carrier, he's to the 28-yard line. Marcus Diaz with the tackle. Another first down for the Warriors. They're 3rd on this drive. Methodically moving the ball downfield. 9:09 remaining. First quarter. Back to pass is Rutherford. Has all day. Looks. Finds a man near the 20. Completes to... That's Ethan Shearer, the sophomore Ethan Shearer. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 3. So is that the 21-yard line? Mix of pass and run. Handoff. First man through, first down. That is Brandon Singleton, a junior. Brandon Singleton. So they're mixing it up. Singleton, a junior running back. And again, this team young. This team is replacing a lot of 2- and 3-year starters at the receiver and running back positions. Central Valley the last couple of years has been a tremendous, tremendous team and still good and getting better. 1st and goal from the 9. Handoff. Again, that is Singleton. And he gets to about the 7. Singleton listed at 5'6", 175. Good push by Central Valley on the offensive line. They're getting a lot of running room up front. A lot of holes are being opened up. 2nd and goal from the 6. Handoff up the middle. Inside the 5, down at about the 4 is Singleton. So we've seen Dixon, now Singleton. Down to about the 3-yard line. Back in the game comes Mason Dixon. They're moving guys in and out, and that's what Mark Lyons and staff generally do, is it's not just one guy. If you've replaced a senior, full house, power backfield, handoff to Dixon, and he gets down to about the 1. So 4th and goal from the 1, and Central Valley has a decision to make. Is it field goal time, or is it run Dixon over the line again time? They get the signal. Rutherford goes back to the huddle, and they are going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 1. Same formation. Handoff, Dixon, and he walks into the end. No, it's a reverse. And Stephen Rutherford fakes the handoff, and he goes around end, and they score a 1-yard touchdown. So Central Valley on top early. 6-0. On to kick the extra point is Benjamin Shore. It's up, it's good. And Central Valley leads 7-0. And with that, we'll take a break here on Beaver County Radio.
Now that the sights and sounds of summer are fading in your rearview mirror, there's still time to enjoy your classic car and turn heads this fall. Restore your cherished ride to its former glory and call Ganew's Body Works in Freedom. Gary Snare has been offering collision and restoration services for over 20 years. Everything from lowering or airbagging your rod or street custom to full custom color paint, Ganew's also handles collision and general repairs. Say hello to Kohler Weather with the hottest car around. Call Ganew's Body Works, 408th Street in Freedom.
We're back to the AK Nahas Appliance and Furniture broadcast booth. Mike Kazadian alongside Mr. Curtis and Keith Walsh on the producing and filming side. We'll try to do the best we can to get you some scores from the Fry Transportation update desk. We'll do the best we can for that, but I'm flying solo, so I promise you I'll do the best I can. And a line drive kick, and that ball goes out of bounds, and Newcastle's going to get it about the 30-yard line. And actually, it's going to be the 30. So Central Valley gets called for illegal procedure. So they're going to get the ball at the, let's see if they mark a penalty off here or not. So they're going to start off at the 31-yard line. And it is Kyrell Harris, junior quarterback, in shotgun. 6:21 to go in the first quarter. Central Valley up 7-0. Now they are going to mark it off. I thought they'd have to mark it off. So illegal procedure, that means they will start off at the 37. And they take the ball. And they take, instead of taking a re-kick, they just take it at the 37. That's good field position. Harris in shotgun. They have 2 receivers wide right, 2 left, nobody in the backfield. He takes it himself, and he's going to gain maybe about 3 or 4 to the 40. So 1-man tight end and 4 receivers that he chooses. That is a designed run, and they're going to give him 3 yards. 2nd and 7 at the 40. This time, Harris has a man in the backfield. Direct snap. And Central Valley's going to blow it up. And they're going to say Ryan. Going to say Ryan Clark on the carry, and they say he gains 1. So 3rd and 6 now at the 41-yard line. 3 receivers wide left for Harris. Still in shotgun. Back to pass. Left-hand passer has time. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run. He's going to take off, and he's going to get tackled at about the 41-yard line, but they say there's a fumble. Is there? And it is a fumble, and it is Central Valley ball. So Central Valley recovers. He was close to the first down, but he got hit and drops the ball, and it is a Central Valley ball with a 7-0 lead. 4:56 remaining in the first quarter. Central Valley has it 1st and 10. You see Mark Lyons on the sideline with signals, his assistant coaches with placards, and they get Stephen Rutherford ready for the second series for him. Very successful first series. They scored, marched it down the field, mix of pass and run. And Rutherford fakes, now passes, and it is, they're going to say caught. They're going to say caught. And they're going to say it's caught by Makai Ahmed, a freshman wide receiver. Makai Ahmed, first down. So Rutherford, run pass option. He fakes the handoff and decides to pass. Solid play by Rutherford. 4:33 on a running clock. This time there's a handoff, and this time a man bounces off. That's, I believe, that's Jance Henry, a freshman. Well, everyone getting a chance here tonight. We've seen Dixon, we've seen Henry, we've seen Brandon Singleton. Jance Henry with the carry. 5'7", 191, a freshman. A big, big roster for Central Valley. So they're going to say a gain of 6, so 2nd and 4. Approaching 4 minutes. It is 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Two men wide right, one left for Rutherford, who's made no mistakes. And now, what are we going to get? Timeout? We're going to get a timeout by Central Valley, and we'll take a timeout as well here on Beaver County Radio.
The local McDonald's restaurants are proud to be partners with Beaver County Radio in sponsoring Beaver County high school football games all season long. Stop in to any of the local McDonald's restaurants for everyday value items like 2 for $3 mix and match, sausage burritos, sausage McMuffin, and hash browns. Don't forget to download the app for extra special savings. Looking for a great part-time job? Text McHire.com today to apply. Good luck to all the Beaver County football teams this season from your local McDonald's restaurants. I'm loving it.
Back at the AK Nahas Appliance and Furniture broadcast booth. Mike Gazadian with you. Central Valley calls a timeout. And Sean McCreary, one of the assistant coaches, he's also the principal of the school, former baseball coach, talks to one of the officials. I'm not sure what that was about, but it is 7-0. After the Central Valley timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 4. And Rutherford still with 2 men wide right, 1 man in motion. That's the tight end. Handoff. And maybe a yard. It's going to be Jance Henry. And they say there's a fumble. Newcastle says they have it. We'll see. I haven't seen it. Officials haven't pointed Newcastle, so Central Valley recovers. So they're going to say he gains a couple. So 3rd down and 2. Recovered fumble by Central Valley. Stephen Rutherford, a quarterback. He's got everybody loaded up on the right now, and 1 receiver wide right, One man in motion now. That's going to be a blocker. Handoff. That'll be up the middle. They fight for a first down. Is Henry, and it looks like he's got it. And I think it is a first down. Pretty sure it's a first down. Oh, they didn't move the sticks. Now they move the sticks. So that's a first down. So Jance Henry, the freshman, running the ball. Jance Henry. Right now, it was Dixon early. Then it was Brandon Singleton for a few carries. Now it's been Jance Henry. All three different guys. Now it's a handoff again to Henry. He gets blowed up and no gain on first down. So a loss of 1. So interesting that Mark Lyons using the freshman at the end of the first quarter. But again, this is a game that you're going to be able to see what you get out of Dixon, Singleton, Henry. You got to get these young kids ready because you never know when one has to step in if a Dixon goes down. Will someone else, like Micah Ahmed, a freshman receiver, gets the ball? Who's going to be ready? Who's going to step up? 2nd and 11. Rutherford fakes a pass, now a run inside the 20. He gets hit it around the 16-yard line. He's going to gain probably about 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. Under a minute 30 remaining in the first quarter. Rutherford, as this game's been all inside the white lines and nobody's run out of bounds. Handoff. Up the middle. Bounces off one tackler into the end zone. It is Jance Henry. 16-yard touchdown by Jance Henry. And he bounces off a couple of guys. And Jance Henry, the freshman. 16-yard TD. And that makes it 13-0. On for the kick is Benjamin Shore to make it 14-0. Rutherford holds for sure. Bruce would like that. Shore with the kick. It's up, and it is good. With the score 14-0 here on WBVP WNBA Beaver County Radio. We'll be right back after these messages.
J. Young Refuse in Industry is proud to be an integral part of Beaver County for the past 34 years. Featuring a wide range of recycling services for contracted areas, they are sure to help you get the job done. The J. Young Refuse team of professional drivers consistently exceeds safety and service throughout the day while their customer service representatives take professionalism to the next level. Call them today at 724-495-6199 with any questions you may have.
We're back to beautiful Beaver County under the lights, Sarge Albert Stadium. Newcastle trails 14-0. Central Valley with the lead 14-0 from the AK Naos Appliance and Furniture broadcast booth. Thank them for their sponsorship. And we had a penalty enforced after it was on the extra point, and Central Valley's going to kick off from the Newcastle 45. So I would imagine, unless they kick it out of bounds, Newcastle's going to have horrible field position. So that must have been unsportsmanlike conduct. I didn't see the call, and I apologize. But here's the kick, and he boots it into the end zone, and he's going to down it, which makes sense. Because you take it out from there and you get tackled, you get bad field position. Now they're going to have bad field position as it is. They're going to get the ball at the 20-yard line. So Shure has a good leg. On that 20-yard line with 1:16 to go in the first quarter. Red Hurricane come out. moved the ball a little bit, but not quite what Central Valley did, and then they fumbled the ball, and that killed them, so that's why it's 14-0. Central Valley takes advantage of the turnover and scores. Fake handoff and a pass from Harris to and that's to George Threats.
On a tackle, number 7, Dante Lawson. Second down, 3.
Second and 3 now. They say second and 2 on the scoreboard. Nice first down play by Newcastle. Takes it himself, does Harris. And he gets stopped for minimal gain, maybe a yard, maybe a yard and a half. It's going to be really close. Kyrell Harris, maybe they're going to have to measure this one. And they're going to say first down.
Harris picks up a first down. First and 10. Red Hurricanes fall on their own 30.
Their first down. And see if they get a playoff by the end of the quarter. 12 seconds remaining in the quarter. Looks like they will. And that's going to be a handoff and tackled immediately behind the line of scrimmage at a loss of 5 yards. Is going to be Kayvon Gardner, and that ends the first quarter with your Central Valley Warriors leading 14-0. Headed to the second quarter. We'll be back after these messages here on WBVP WNBA Beaver County Radio.
When accidents and injuries happen, you need the experience and insight of the legal team at Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George. Since 1934, they've been committed to the physical and financial recovery of personal injury victims. Why choose the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George? Attorney Larry Kelly explains.
First of all, we've been AV rated by Martindale Hubbell. It's the highest rating you can get for legal ability and ethics, and that comes from our peers. We have board-certified civil trial specialist, which is like another bar exam. Would you go to a doctor who is not board-certified? Probably not. I've always said, and I tell my daughters, I have 3 daughters who are attorneys. Those in the profession know. The lawyers of LGKG have the respect of our peers, and that's all I ever cared about.
For your free initial consultation, call the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George at 724-658-8535 or online at lgkg.com. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George, keeping promises for over 80 years.
And we're back with the Fry Transportation Instant Update Desk. Freedom over Riverside 7-0. Western Beaver 7-0 over Elwood City. Avonworth 7, South Park 0. Shenango 8-0 over Rochester. And now it is Western Beaver 7, Elwood City 6. Our early updates. Thank you very much to Mr. Curtis Walsh for helping me out with that. Newcastle back to pass and over the head of the intended receiver. And Nate McKnight cannot catch it, and that brings up third down. Nate McKnight, number 1 in your program. Junior. The throw by Kyrell Harris just a little bit high. He had protection and just couldn't hit him. So 3rd and 14 now after the loss on the second down run play. The first down run play. 2 men wide left, 2 men wide right. 1 tight end. Harris. Pass complete. Misses everybody. That'll bring up 4th down. Not a well-designed play there. Things just didn't look good from the beginning on that one. And that brings up 4th down, and they'll punt. That will be our first punt of the evening for both squads. Joseph Butcher will receive. Ryan Clark will punt. Good punt. Gets it off. It's going to bounce. It's going to take a Newcastle bounce. He picks it up anyway. He gets hit, and he runs to the 40. Does Central Valley's Marcus Lawson, or Joseph Butcher, I'm sorry. So Joseph Butcher is number 3. And we have a flag down. I apologize. The rosters that I was given doesn't say Joseph Butcher, number 3, as another man. I apologize for that. So Butcher had it hit him. He picked it up, and he went around the end, and that's going to go against Central Valley. And that's going to holding. And the crowd doesn't like it. For some reason, Central Valley crowd doesn't like the penalty. And that takes it back 10 yards, and that takes it to the 33-yard line. So Central Valley, the Warriors will have it for their 3rd time. First time in the 2nd quarter. And Rutherford in shotgun position formation. 2 men wide left, 2 men wide right. First man through. Big run, big burst. First down and more for Mason Dixon. Love the name Mason Dixon. Love it. I'd love to meet his parents and say, you know what? Love the fact that you named him Mason when his last name is Dixon. I love that. Keith Walsh, do you get that? You don't understand why. The Mason-Dixon line, that's why his parents, I like it. I like the creativity of his parents. I think it's awesome. I love it. 1st and 10. And there is a timeout, but we'll keep things here. I missed the timeout. I apologize. We're plenty from all of our beautiful sponsors: Keystone Wellness Program, Patriot Home Care, Grand Valley Inn, CCBC, Drug Free Aliquippa, Beaver Falls Municipal Authority, St. Barnabas Dental, Moon Township Ford, Friendly Federal Credit Union, Goldberg, Persky and White, News Body Works, Dr. Lip, Freedom United Federal Credit Union, LGKG, Electric Garage Door Sales, Spratt Funeral Home, and so many more. I want to thank all of them. And it will be Central Valley ball. 1st and 10 at the 50 after the big first down run by Mason Dixon. Rutherford has a man in motion. He goes back to pass, has time, goes deep down the left sideline, and can't find a receiver.
Rutherford's pass intended for Connolly, incomplete.
And Connolly does not catch it. It's just over Quinn Connolly's head. 2nd and 10. Connolly had the man beat, but the throw was just a little bit long. Rutherford has a good arm. Went for it there. 2nd and 10. 2 left, 2 right. Handoff this time. Dixon bounces off one man. Gets tackled after about a 3-yard gain. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 6. Don't forget, folks, after the game, we will have the CCBC players of the game on both teams. We'll also have the Falcones Moon Township Ford wrap-up show with Bruce Fry, and, of course, the Electric Garage Doors post-game show. Back to pass, Rutherford. Screen pass, set up, Dixon. 45, 40, 35, first down. Mason Dixon does not have a touchdown. That was Jance Henry and Rutherford, but Mason Dixon has done a lot of the grind work in between so far. Another first down. Dixon's playing well. No huddle. Rutherford keeping that clock going. Keeping it moving. That's what they want to do. Handoff again. Dixon bounces off a couple of guys down inside the 30 to about the 24. And actually, 27-yard line. So they're going to give him 5 more, 2nd down and 2. Actually, 7 more. So 2nd down and 2. Just big holes. Math, not my best subject, sorry. Yeah, and subtract and Sometimes it just doesn't come right for me. But 2nd down and 2. Rutherford, hand off again. Diving across inside the 25 to the 24. And that should be enough for a first down. I believe it is. Mason Dixon again. 3 times in a row. Actually 4 times in a row when you mix the pass and the run in. And now Dixon comes out for a little bit. Dixon sits down. Just under 9:24 remaining in the first half, second quarter. Rutherford in shotgun, has a man, sidecar, that's Jance Henry, and we've got whistles, and we have a timeout. And with that, we'll take a quick timeout as well. Timeout by Newcastle here on Beaver County Radio.
Copico's Pizza on the corner of 3rd and 8th Street in New Brighton uses the best ingredients in Beaver County. That's Kopickos. Copico's, where you can dine in, take out, or order online. Copico's has great lunch specials on junior pizzas, burgers and fries, Italian hoagies, and fish and chicken sandwiches. Copico's makes their own dough and unique sauce from scratch daily. Get 25% off wings with any pizza order at Copicos.com. That's Copico's Pizza in New Brighton, a taste above the rest.
Don't know. We're ready to go. We're back to Sarge Albert Stadium after the timeout in Newcastle. Stacey Robinson meets with his crew. They're down 14-0. They can ill afford to go down 21-0, but Central Valley working on another drive. You know, a couple of big plays, but no big 80-yard runs, 70-yard pass plays, nothing crazy like that. They're just grinding the clock away with Mason Dixon, Jance Henry, Brandon Singleton. Pass play, right side, screen pass, fumble, and Newcastle gets it. After the fumble, they're running with it up to about the 40, who recovered, and I'm not sure, but the fumble after the pass play. Alan Bevington recovers, and Quinn Conley on the tackle after the fumble. And so Newcastle takes over. Big play for them, and now they're almost at midfield, and this is a chance for them to really do something here. Down 2 scores. 9 minutes exactly to go in the second quarter. Kyrell Harris, back to pass. Passes. Finds a man, but he's hit immediately. And that is Kayvon Gardner. And it was a screen pass, and behind, he loses about 4 yards to the 36-yard line. So 2nd and 14 at the 36. Handoff, and immediately hit and just taken down for a loss is Kayvon Gardner, as they take him back now to the 33. So he loses 3 more yards. So Central Valley with a tremendous push on the defensive line. And it is 3rd and 17. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run, and he's going to get hit at the 34, and he might gain 1 yard. And Kyrell Harris gains 1, and they'll have to punt. And J.J. Work with another tackle, and they'll have to punt again. So after the fumble, Central Valley will get the ball back, so it doesn't cost them. So Butcher to receive. Clark kicks. Ball bounces, and there's a fumble. He tries to pick it up again. Not a wise move. And he recovers. Luckily, boy, Butcher's done that twice. Once it benefited him. Once it bounces like that, you shouldn't try to field it on the bounce. He got away with it twice now, and I'm sure someone's going to talk to him about that. You do that in an important game, that could cost you. But it bounces, he lets it hit his hands, and he drops, and he luckily recovers it. And now we've got another penalty, I believe. And let's see what is called and marked off. And let's see what happens. They're going to say it happened at the 32. 10 yards holding, so it's going to move it back to the 22-yard line. Happened at the 32. And spot infraction. First and 10 at the 22 for Central Valley. Man in motion. Rutherford, handoff. No, he keeps it himself and decides to throw. He's got a man wide open at midfield and running, and no one to catch him. Let's see if he can get caught all the way down, and that is going to be a touchdown. That's going to go for 78 yards. He fakes it to the running back. And Makai Ahmed was wide open at midfield. No one was near him, blown coverage. He faked the handoff. He ran up towards the line of scrimmage. Did Rutherford, floated a beautiful pass. No one near him, and Makai Ahmed, 78 yards he goes. Looked like he was going to get caught, but he turned on the burners, and Central Valley leads 20-0 with the sure kick. It is up. It is good. It is 21-0. And with that, we take a break here from Central Valley High School on Beaver County Radio.
At MRS Physical Therapy, they understand that you expect to receive treatment that will help you move better, feel better, and recover faster and more completely from an injury or operation. But did you know that you can make an appointment to come see MRS Physical Therapy without a doctor's referral? And they can offer same-day appointments. You can come see them whenever you want and come back as many times as you wish for 30 days. There's no need to wait until you see a primary care physician. Get treatment when you need it most at MRS Physical Therapy in Bridgewater and Cranberry. Visit mrsphysicaltherapy.com.
And we're back as Central Valley scores on a long 78-yard touchdown. Rutherford to Makai Ahmed, 78-yard touchdown pass. And Rutherford now with one touchdown pass running, one touchdown pass throwing. Jance Henry with a score. Everybody playing well, 21-0 as they kick off. And Newcastle will get the ball for the fourth time. They've punted twice. They've fumbled once. And they're going to get it out to about the 21-yard line.
Number 8, George Threats on the return.
That's George Threats.
On the tackle, number 22,
Brandon Singleton. Saw him earlier. He's listed as a linebacker and a running back. A couple of big runs early and a big tackle there. First down, he's going to keep it, is Harris. And he gets hit after about a 3-yard gain. Gets it out about 3 yards, maybe. Out to about the... they're going to say it's Ryan Clark. I'm sorry. So Ryan Clark with the carry. I'm going to say 6. So second down and 4. 5:58 remaining in the quarter. And Newcastle has to replace a player. Play clock now starts. Clock restarts. Second and 4. Man in motion. And the Clark is now in the backfield by himself. Harris not there. He takes a direct snap. And he gets a couple. It's third down and 1. I don't know if Harris is hurt or not, but I don't see him. Unless he just came back in. It's hard to see that far on that far sideline. But Harris may, and we're going to get a timeout, and I believe, let's see what happens here. And the referees are talking to a couple of players that Central Valley is going to make a change. And that's a referee's timeout, I believe, official's timeout. And so we should be ready for play. 5:51 to go, second quarter. Central Valley makes another change. A couple of guys in and out. And the clock runs again. Play clock down to 20. Scoreboard clock, 4:53. Handoff. First down and more. And out to past the 40-yard line. Wyatt Clark. And Joseph Butcher makes the tackle. That'll be a first down. Out to the 41-yard line. Clock rolls. Effective run for Newcastle. One of their better plays of the game. And off again. Up the middle. Out to about the 45-yard line. Clark again. Second and 6. They're going to give him 4. Actually give him 5. Going to be second and, scoreboard says second and 6, but that's tough. That's, okay, we'll give him 4. So second and 6. Clock at 3:56. Direct snap. Kayvon Gardner around the end. First down and out of bounds at about the Central Valley 43-yard line. So Kayvon Gardner with a direct snap. So Gardner with a first down. That's 2 first downs, and they're moving the ball. Back to pass. Deep, man wide open. Caught for a touchdown. And that's going to go Nate McKnight. And that's going to go for 33 yards. Actually, 43 yards. Perfect pass, wide open. Kyrell Harris. And a point after to be kicked by Angel Porras. Beautiful pass play by Newcastle. And point after attempt up and good. And it is 21-7. And with that, we take a break. And we'll be back. We're only here on Beaver County Radio.
No matter what the circumstances, no matter the reason, one of the few things that is left when a loved one passes on are the memories. Staging those memories in an honoring way is one of the reasons so many people have chosen J&J Spratt Funeral Home. A person's legacy depends on a lifetime of accomplishments and then how they are remembered. J&J Spratt Funeral Home has helped start the process of creating positive legacies for over 70 years. Visit jjsprattfh.com. Joseph M. Spratt, Supervisor and Funeral Director.
We're back. I'm used to minute commercials, Curtis, not 30 seconds. My mind is trained a certain way for our sponsors, but we're back. 21-7 Central Valley over Newcastle, 3:33 to go in the first half, and Central Valley will kick off to Newcastle. Check that. It is Newcastle kicking off to Central Valley. And from the 40-yard line, let's see if Central Valley, what they can do with it. Deep kick. Fumbled. And picked up at the 5 out to the 10-yard line. That is, Butcher has fumbled the ball 3 times, either on punts or kickoffs, where it has hit his hands and dropped. Boy, I don't know. I mean, that's tough. You know, you must not play baseball because the ball has bounced and he's not been able to handle it, and he's fumbled 3 times. But he's recovered 3 times. Give the man credit. 1st and 10 at the 10. Central Valley has to be careful here not to turn the ball over. Rutherford. Hands off. Burst through. 1st down and more. 25 out to about the 29-yard line. Jance Henry. Out to about 20-yard gain. And he goes out of bounds and gets them out of trouble. Rutherford shotgun, hands it off. Henry bounces off a man. 20, 35, 40, 44. Gets hit and goes out of bounds. Doesn't go down. Well, I got to tell you, Jance Henry, 5'7", 191. He's a freshman. I've seen a lot of backs come and go, and this young man has potential. He's got speed. He's got girth and depth. 191 pounds for a freshman. He can only grow from here. You have to wonder what is in store for this young man and this offense with Dixon and Jance Henry. Rutherford, handoff again. Henry, 50. Into Newcastle territory, 45. Inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That looks like another 1st down. Boy, Jance Henry. And I'm impressed by Mason Dixon. Jance Henry is just as good. Mason Dixon, 5'10", 198. He's a junior. Jance Henry, 5'7", 191. 2 big kids running the ball for Central Valley. 1st and 10 at the 43 with 2:57 to go. They're going to lull them in, get a big pass play. Although they're running the ball and burning clock, don't be surprised to see them throw the ball. Rutherford. Hands off again. This time the play blown up. And they're going to lose yardage. And that's Singleton, the junior. The smallest of the trio of running backs. Singleton, 5'6", 175. He is going to lose 4, so 2nd and 14.
In on the stop.
2 minutes exactly to go in the quarter. Back to passes. Rutherford has all kind of time. Looks, finds a man, caught, and out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And Underwood with the catch. And that will be third down. Let's see where that's going to bring it to, as we get a timeout on the field. And we'll keep things here. So Newcastle uses the timeout. Underwood with a nice catch in between two men and takes it to the 34-yard line. It'll be third down and 1. Jaden Underwood. As Mark Lyons meets with his team, emphasizing what you're doing right, talking about things they've done wrong, clearing up mistakes. That's what the huddles are about. Newcastle, Stacey Robinson uses that timeout, gives his troops a breather, tries to get them a little bit of breathing room to try to stop this Central Valley drive. They're only down 14. Beautiful pass play. They're going to receive the second half kick, so if they can stop them here, they stay in the ball game. Central Valley scores here. That's a tough thing to take going into the locker room. 1:50 to go, third and 1. Rutherford. Back to pass. Downfield. And broken up.
Rutherford's pass intended for 33. Makai Ahmed is incomplete.
And Ahmed.
One defending on the play, number 1,
Nate McKnight was defending and broke it up. That throw was overthrown. It took a shot at it. Now 4th and 1, power backfield. Handoff. And busting through is Dixon, and he's going to take it to the 27-yard line. Dixon for the first down. Be surprised to see more passes here. They want to score. That I can tell you for sure. 1:37 on the running clock. 1st and 10 at the 27. Rutherford and timeout. And this will be, is that an official's timeout or a Central Valley timeout? That's going to be a penalty. I'm sorry. So Central Valley penalty. That goes against the Warriors. That'll knock them back 5 yards. So 1st and 15. From the 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff. Hit immediately, but taking it. Singleton for a couple. They'll get it maybe a yard. And Central Valley calls their last timeout, I believe. And with 1:21 to go, that run play just didn't quite work like they wanted it. So they still have one timeout to go. Didn't work exactly like they wanted it to. So after the timeout, Central Valley still have one more timeout. To use if they so choose. .121. 2nd and 14. Rutherford. All kind of time to pass. Lets it go, and it was incomplete.
Rutherford's pass intended for Butcher is incomplete.
And Butcher can't hold on to it. Brings up third down. .115 to go. 3rd and 14 now. Don't have to get it all in one play. Rutherford. Past couple of passes have been incomplete. Steps up, throws, finds a man. And that will end up being close to a first down.
Rutherford's pass is complete.
And that's Cole Hiltz, the junior, and they call their last timeout with 1:01 remaining. And we want to send our condolences to the whole Sarah Catholic community with the untimely passing of Samantha Kalkbrenner. A car collided with a school van on the way to school on Wednesday. So it's been agonizing for that community. It's a small private Catholic school in McKeesport, and they're suffering right now. So everyone here at WBVP and Beaver County Radio, our condolences to their family and the whole Sarah Catholic community. We know our loss as they know their loss. We all have suffered them. The prayers for them. .101 remaining. 4th and 2. Rutherford passes, finds a man and drops it. Oh, my. Bless his heart. It was right there, and Shearer drops it. Nobody was near him. He was backing up. It hits him and drops. It's incomplete. They'll turn it over on downs. Newcastle gets it back with 55 seconds to go. They have to be careful here and cannot afford a turnover, as Central Valley would love nothing more than a score here. Coming up at the half, we'll have the bands. And there's a fumble, and Central Valley ball, just like I said could happen. And Ethan Shearer recovers it. Didn't Shearer just drop that ball? And Shearer recovers it, and they're going to get the ball at the 11-yard line with 51 seconds remaining, 1st and 10. What a turn of events. I said you got to be careful, and boy, was I right. Handoff. No, they're going to keep it himself with Rutherford. And he goes to about the 2-yard line. So Rutherford around the left end. So that'll be 2nd down and goal. They're going to say 2nd and goal from the 1. Handoff. Touchdown. Mason Dixon. Touchdown, Central Valley. After the fumble, so the second fumble costs Newcastle. Actually, both of their fumbles have cost them, as they both, Central Valley scored each time on the ensuing drives. Point after, up and good by Shearer. And that makes it 28-0. And with that, we'll take a quick timeout here on Beaver County Radio.
Spotlight your future this fall at Community College of Beaver County. By attending our admissions showcases, you'll explore campus, talk one-on-one with professors, discover career and transfer-ready programs, and even enroll on the spot. Come to the main campus in Monaca on October 11 from 4 to 7 p.m. as we showcase health sciences, advanced manufacturing, business, criminal justice, education, liberal studies, STEM, and more high school academy pathways. RSVP now at ccbc.edu/showcases.
And we're back. End of this first half. Successful one for Central Valley as they score on a 1-yard touchdown by Mason Dixon. Rutherford, Henry, Ahmed, and Dixon have all scored, and they've mixed it around. We're going to have a tough time picking the CCBC player of the game. kickoff is deep. Newcastle, they fumble the ball. Boy, the ball's slippery tonight. They're going to start off at the 24-yard line. They're best to kneel on it and go back to the locker room. Nate McKnight fumbles and recovers, actually gains a couple yards because of it. And Newcastle will start off 1st and 10 from the 24. Like I said, their best bet is to just either hand off and hope for the best or just kneel on it, because it has not been a great first half for them, trailing 28-7. They are going to hand off. And getting out of bounds.
23,
Ryan Clark is 23. So Ryan Clark gets 3. So 2nd and 7, 34 seconds remaining. Back to pass. Throws deep and batted down. Pass intended. J.T. Warren. George Threats. Kyrell Harris. Has to scramble. He gets rid of it. 24 seconds to go. 3rd and 7. They better be careful. They're going to go 3 and out, and they're going to have to put the ball back to Central Valley. Handoff. Finds a hole. That's Ryan Clark. Clark is going to get the first down, I believe. So they will move the sticks. But that should be after they move the sticks. It doesn't matter. That's going to be it for the first half. Central Valley leads it by a score of 28-7. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here from Central Valley High School, only on Beaver County Radio.
The Standard Bar and Grill on the river in Bridgewater is the place to enjoy summer. A great atmosphere, delicious food, and plenty of drinks are what you'll find at The Standard. The Standard in Bridgewater is boater friendly and has their own dock, DJs and live bands on Fridays and Saturday nights, an outside bar, an area to dance, and a beautiful view from their patio are just a few of the amenities at The Standard. That's The Standard Bar and Grill in Bridgewater.
If you have big plans for this fall, like a new car or home remodeling project, but feel like it's getting a little late in the game and you're out of timeouts, it's time to call an audible, a 749 audible. This is Coach Andy Dengel from Freedom United Federal Credit Union. 24-month personal loans are now available with approved credit from 7.49%. So get up to the line, the teller line that is, and call your own 749 audible. Stop in for details. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Al's Corner is not just for gas. Well, you are right. They offer gas, of course, but also fresh food and snacks every day. Let them do the cooking. They make fresh subs on their homemade bread daily. They offer hot foods like Taco Tuesday, Fish on Friday, plus wraps, salads, to mention a few. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, make a visit to Al's Corner in Koppel. Planning a graduation party? Call Al's today to place your order. May your party be the envy of your family and friends. Follow them on Facebook for their daily specials. That's Al's Corner on the corner off Route 18 and 351 in Koppel. You're listening to 2023 high school football coverage on Beaver County Radio. This game is being brought to you in part by St. Barnabas Dental and Dr. Peter Montini, Goldberg Persky and White, Friendly Federal Credit Union, Dr. C. Timothy Lip, Freedom United Federal Credit Union, Luxembourg Garbett Kelly and George, Electric Garage Door Sales in Monaca, Beaver County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Nissan, Keystone Wellness Program, Patriot Home Care, the Grand Valley Inn, the Community College of Beaver County, the Beaver County Career Technology Center, Drug Free Aliquippa, the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority, Moon Township Ford, Fry Transportation, and Beaver County Radio. 95.7 and 99.3 FM, along with 1230 WBVP, 1460 WMBA, and BeaverCountyRadio.com.
And we're back to Central Valley High School as Newcastle Band is getting ready to perform. Central Valley leads this one by a score of 28-7. This game started out with Central Valley with the ball. They march down the field. They score on a Stephen Rutherford 1-yard touchdown run. Newcastle has the ball. They fumble. Central Valley takes over. They march down and score on a 16-yard Jance Henry touchdown run to make it 14-0. Newcastle has to punt. We're into the second quarter. Central Valley punts or fumbles, but Newcastle then has to get the ball and they have to punt. Central Valley, with their fourth time, they immediately score on a 78-yard Rutherford to Makai Ahmed touchdown, making it 21-0. Then Newcastle with the ball. They march down field, and then a beautiful Kyrell Harris to Nate McKnight 43-yard touchdown to make it 21-7. Central Valley turns it over on downs. Newcastle fumbles again inside their 15-yard line, and Newcastle gets a 1-yard touchdown on the second play by Mason Dixon to make it 28-0. Newcastle has the ball at the end of the half and can't do anything with it. That is our score at the half, 28-0. The Newcastle Band in the background. Right now we're going to go to an interview with the athletic director of Central Valley High School, Mr. Sam Sircone. We'll be back after that.
To the football program, Coach Lyons, obviously the significant part of all of this, being the head coach for the entire existence of Central Valley. There's a program that has started in the past few years called a Gold Star game. What is the significance of this? Why was this important for you guys to do?
It gives a great opportunity, the folks of the Legacies Alive group, to honor those families that have lost a loved one due to fighting for our country. So, we felt that, anytime that anybody wants to come in and do an activity or an event like this, we're all open arms. I mean, it's a tremendous thing. We always want to remember those who fought for our country, and I think this is one of the greatest ways to acknowledge that.
And was it difficult at all to get the kids on board with this idea?
Not at all. Coach Lyons does a great job. He loves to do a lot of things outside and into the community. So it was a no-brainer. Kids grasp it, they enjoy it, and they'll take part in anything.
That's wonderful to hear. The athletic programs available at Central Valley, I mean, obviously, football season, huge. The football program is absolutely stellar. But there are so many other athletics. Can you talk about those for a minute?
Yeah, I mean, in fall, obviously, we're pretty busy. Our student athletes have the opportunity to play girls tennis, girls volleyball, boys soccer, girls soccer, cross country, boys and girls golf, cheerleading, and then in winter sports, we roll into boys basketball, wrestling, swimming, girls basketball, gymnastics. We also offer unified sports for our unified bocce and unified track and field, something that we started several years ago through Special Olympics that gives our special needs kids an opportunity to compete at a level that that they compete against kids to their nature, and it's taken off, and it's been a great addition with our unified sports. And then, of course, in the spring we have baseball, softball, boys tennis, and track. We have a lot of opportunities for our kids to do sports. They do it and do it pretty well.
The unified program, the significance of this, especially to those that have special needs, it's wonderful to see that you have a program set up especially for them.
Yes, and you know what? When we decided to do it, it was a no-brainer for us. It gave our kids an opportunity, and if you ever have the chance, you got to come to a bocce match. It is absolutely fantastic. Those kids are excited. They partake in it, and it is a moving piece that our whole student body gets involved with too.
That is good to hear. I definitely take you up on that invitation, of course. When it comes to athletics, I have spoken to other athletic directors that lament that there's a bit of a struggle in getting students to participate in athletic endeavors. What are you experiencing at Central Valley?
We have pretty good, strong sports programs. To say our numbers are down in certain sports, I mean, it comes in waves. Currently, we compete at most triple and 4A levels. We do have a pretty good programs that our numbers are okay. I did see here in the last couple of years that our girls' sports have dipped down a little bit in numbers, but our coaches do a great job in trying to keep them interested in being able to field teams and going out there and competing in the WPIAL and in the state.
What do you see as the primary issue that makes it difficult to attract the numbers that you would hope to have?
I think our student body has a lot of different activities and sports programs. I mean, we have a ton of programs here at Central Valley. And I think when these kids start to find their niche come 9th, 10th grade, they find opportunities in different avenues. Our band program and music programs, one of the best in the county and in the state. I mean, our kids endure that. The people that want to do music, we have a fantastic musical that goes on every year. These kids have a lot of opportunities, a lot of things other than just athletics that they can engage in. And I'm seeing a lot more and more kids and students, gravitate into those areas.
Mr. Sircone, thank you very much for your time. Do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Now comes the time in our broadcast where we admit mistakes. I forgot to credit one young man, one of our newest members of the Beaver County radio team, Mr. Ryan Garazunas, who is getting us scores for the Fry Transportation Instant Update Desk. And Ryan, thank you so much. Let's go back, and we've got a lot of them. Blackhawk 14, Chartiers Valley nothing. Moon 19, Mars nothing in the intergalactic game. Thought I'd get Curtis to see that. Avonworth 13, South Park nothing. Actually, Avonworth 14 nothing. Western Beaver 13, Elwood City 12. Neshannock 7, Beaver Falls 6. Union 19, Laurel nothing. Southside 21, Quaker Valley nothing. Avonworth now leads 24-0 over South Park. Freedom 14-7 over Riverside. Seton LaSalle 7-0 over Hopewell. Aliquippa and West Allegheny 15-15. That was a great game last year. Seton LaSalle now up 20-0 over Hopewell. I'm catching up to these scores. Cornell 26, Carleton nothing. Mohawk 35, New Brighton nothing. Western Beaver 20, Elwood City 12. Thank you, Ryan Garazunas. In the background, that is the Central Valley Band. How about that, huh? Impressive. How about that? You get football players, cheerleaders. We got at least 3 football players out there. 1 cheerleader, and it sounds great. The Newcastle band sounds great, as does the Central Valley Band. And with that, we're going to take a commercial. We'll take a couple of minutes and let you hear from our sponsors and come back, and maybe the band will still be playing. If not, we'll get you ready for the second half here on Beaver County Radio.
The local McDonald's restaurants are proud to be partners with Beaver County Radio in sponsoring Beaver County high school football games all season long. Stop into any of the local McDonald's restaurants for everyday value items like 2 for $3 mix and match, sausage burritos, sausage McMuffin, and hash browns. Don't forget to download the app for extra special savings. Looking for a great part-time job? Text McHire.com today to apply. Good luck to all the Beaver County football teams this season from your local McDonald's restaurants. I'm loving it.
When life brings the great outdoors indoors, you need a reliable washer and dryer with the ability to enhance cleaning and sanitize your laundry. See the experts at AK Nahas to determine the laundry pair that works the best for your family. Whether it's the durability of commercial cleaning like Speed Queen and Maytag, or the capacity and power steam cleaning of GE and Whirlpool, AK Nahas has it all. Cleaning is believing. See it all at AK Nahas Appliance, Furniture, Mattress, and TV. You'll do okay with AK.
After any big game, people will be talking. This is Ellen Bross from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. The same is true when you get your new vehicle from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Neighbors, friends, and co-workers will notice the new winning style reflected in the car, truck, or SUV you just got from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Located on University Boulevard, across from Robert Morris. Click and save at moonford.com and discover what the talk is all about. Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
At Pittsburgh-based Goldberg, Persky & White, we've helped thousands of former Babcock & Wilcox and J&L Steel employees receive compensation for their asbestos-caused lung cancer or mesothelioma. Since the time from asbestos exposure to disease diagnosis spans decades, many do not realize their illness was caused by asbestos. To find out if you are entitled to compensation, call GPW today at 1-800-COMPLEX or visit online at gpwlaw.com.
The pregame show will set the stage for the upcoming game coverage. A pre-career start at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center can set up your high school student for life. I'm Vince Crateri, Public Relations and Marketing Specialist at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center with great news. There is still time for this school year in some of our top earning career training programs, but you must act now. Have your child or grandchild see their school counselor today. Hurry. Classroom space is limited, and these prime opportunities are on a first-come, first-served basis. Let the Beaver County CTC open doors for you in the game of life. Click bcctc.org.
Looking for home services? Call Patriot Home Care in Beaver Falls. Their staff provides company, conversation, and companionship to all patients, ensuring medications are taken on time, participating in fun community activities, personal care, meal prep, and light household work are all services provided by Patriot Home Care, all thanks to the hardworking and selfless team members. Call Patriot Home Care at 724-506-8911 or stop in Patriot Home Care, 1225 7th Avenue, Beaver Falls.
We're back. Central Valley Band in the background. Let's finish this song, Curtis. Let's let them play out. Tell you, as good as the Newcastle band was, the Central Valley band was fantastic. And that was a very, very, very interesting rendition of some 60s tunes, Surfing USA and so many other tunes. And with the choreography and the way they're moving, I got to tell you, a lot of high school bands don't do what they did. They featured the drums, they featured the horn sections, and they have moved all over the place. And I got to tell you, I played the band in high school myself, and you don't get the physical pain that the football team does, but they start practicing when the football team practices. And they practice every day, and they work every day. And these kids deserve recognition as well. So enjoy the Central Valley Band. I am enjoying them very much, as the fans are enjoying the 28-7 lead by the Central Valley Warriors. Central Valley with 4 scores. Stephen Rutherford on a 1-yard run. Jance Henry on a 16-yard run. A 78-yard touchdown pass from Rutherford to Makai Ahmed. And a 1-yard Mason Dixon touchdown run. And I got to say that right now it's a toss-up between Stephen Rutherford and Mason Dixon as your players of the game, because, Henry's played well. Almayad's played well. He's only caught a couple. But Rutherford with a touchdown pass, touchdown run. He's moved this offense along magnificently. And Mason Dixon has done a lot of work in between the tackles. On the other side, Newcastle, Nate McKnight with a 43-yard touchdown from Tyrell Harris as their only scoring play. They fumbled twice, both times. Central Valley scored. That's your Central Valley Band right there, folks. A much-deserved round of applause, even from the Newcastle Band. They all appreciate the bands as they go off the field. But Newcastle with 2 fumbles, and in the ensuing possession, Central Valley scored both times, and that is trouble. You take those away, maybe Central Valley only has 21, but Central Valley has been the better team. Defensively, Central Valley is really limited on Newcastle. Newcastle has not had a lot of room to run. They had a couple successful pass plays, a couple successful run plays, but for the most part, they have struggled and have not had a lot to offer, a lot to talk about. So the band leaves the field. The bands go back to sit down in their respective end zones or such, and we are going to take another break. Before we get back for the second half, we'll take a couple more minutes here to let you hear from our sponsors. Central Valley leads 28-7 over Newcastle. We'll be back here on Beaver County Radio.
Are you a believer?
I am absolutely a believer.
And I'm a Baba Beaver believer.
But I'm the biggest Baba Beaver believer.
All right, man, you got me.
Be a Beaver believer in a new Nissan. Get a new Rogue S for just $344 a month, or a new Ultima Premium package for only $386 a month. Plus guaranteed credit approval and the best certified pre-owned warranty.
Stop in and become a Baba Beaver believer like me.
And me.
At Beaver County Auto.
If you have big plans for this fall, like a new car or home remodeling project, but feel like it's getting a little late in the game and you're out of timeouts, it's time to call an audible, a 749 audible. This is Coach Andy Dengel from Freedom United Federal Credit Union. 24-month personal loans are now available with approved credit from 7.49%. So get up to the line, the teller line that is, and call your own 749 audible. Stop in for details. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The Standard Bar and Grill on the river in Bridgewater is the place to enjoy summer. A great atmosphere, delicious food, and plenty of drinks are what you'll find at The Standard. The Standard in Bridgewater is boater friendly and has their own dock, DJs and live bands on Fridays and Saturday nights, an outside bar, an area to dance, and a beautiful view from their patio are just a few of the amenities at The Standard. That's The Standard Bar and Grill in Bridgewater.
When accidents and injuries happen, you need the experience and insight of the legal team at Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George, a law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George, helping you put your life back together. Attorney Joe George.
You worry about getting better. You worry about taking care of the medical side of things. We'll take care of all the legal side. I don't want you worrying about whether a letter needs to go out to an insurance company. You worry about getting to your doctor's appointments. You worry about getting your physical therapy appointments. You worry about getting better. If you have to have surgery, you worry about take you back and forth to the surgical center or the hospital. And all those things, I try to put my client at ease from the standpoint of, look, this is where things are going to go. You just worry about getting there on your side of things.
For your initial consultation, call the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George at 724-658-8535 or online at lgkg.com. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George, keeping promises for over 80 years.
A Beaver County High School football season is here. Players protect that beautiful smile with a visit to your hometown dentist, Dr. Peter Montini and his team at St. Barnabas Dental. While tackling tooth decay is number one in the game plan, Dr. Montini offers a wide array of services, including custom-fitted athletic mouth guards, clear aligner orthodontics, virtually painless injections, and same-day crowns. Call or text 724-495-3350 to schedule your appointment today. St. Barnabas Dental in Beaver, creating beautiful smiles for life.
If you're a parent that's already watched plenty of youth baseball or soccer games, you know the value of teamwork. Whether it's the team on the field or your team of family members at home, strengthening that group can pay off in many ways. Keystone Wellness Programs is offering their free Strengthening Families program in Beaver County for families of children ages 10 to 14. Learn how to increase family bonding and communications, all while having fun together. Visit KeystoneWellnessPrograms.org for details. In Beaver County, there are many great stories to tell. One such worthy story is that of the Drug-Free Community Support Program. Now in its fourth year of serving Aliquippa, the project has enjoyed great success through in-school interaction, education, raising awareness, and data analysis. The Drug-Free Community Support Program in Aliquippa has a mission to help local youth make better decisions regarding alcohol and drug use. For more information or to find out how you can get involved, visit Drug Free Aliquippa on Facebook.
In order to call the right play, you have to be able to communicate. Dental hygiene not only affects appearance and eating habits, it can also have an impact on your ability to speak clearly. Dr. C. Timothy Lip wants you to keep your teeth in the game, and he has a playbook designed for success so that you can call the right play or even call an audible. Get suited up for a win, or at least a winning smile, by joining Dr. C. Timothy Lip's team in Beaver Falls or Robinson Township. Visit lipdentistry.com.
Back at Central Valley High School, Mike Azadian alongside Mr. Curtis Walsh. Producer on site, back in the studio, Ryan Garazunas with scores. We'll get to some scores in a second. On the sidelines, Daniel Campbell, and see if there's anybody else here with our crew. Oh, the world's finest cameraman, Keith Walsh, is here with us tonight. The scores from the AK Nahas Appliance and Furniture Broadcast booth, the Fry Transportation Instant Update Desk, the Shannock leads Beaver Falls 20-6. Interesting game there in Beaver Falls. Fort Cherry over Olsh 42-0. Beaver and West Mifflin 7-7. That's a bit of a surprise. Western Beaver 20, Elwood City 12, Mohawk 35, New Brighton 0, Avonworth 31, South Park 0, Southside 28, Quaker Valley 0. Southside's a team we're going to have to watch. Union 19, Laurel 7, Cornell 26, Carleton 0, Seton LaSalle 20, Hopewell 0, Aliquippa and West Allegan 15-15. So we're 4 games in, and I got to tell you, I think that it's pretty obvious we're going to have to watch Aliquippa. They're a perennial power. We're going to have to watch the Central Valley team, that's for sure. I think that Beaver's a team we have to watch for sure. Everybody knows that. And Cornell is a team we got to keep an eye on. Rochester for sure. But Southside is a team that Nobody talks about. We talked about them last year. Nobody talks about them. And they went far and lost, I believe, in the semifinals, maybe. Not positive. But I think they're stronger this year. And look out for the Rams. We're going to try to get them on a coach's corner upcoming. But watch out for Southside. As we get ready for second half action here from Sarge Albert Stadium on the campus of Central Valley High School. And Central Valley kicks off. It'll be fielded by Newcastle as we start the third quarter. Threats gets a couple of yards on the return, not much. Brandon Singleton will make the tackle. So Newcastle, of course, gets the ball first. First play, handoff. And bursts through does Kayvon Gardner. They call him KG. He bursts through, and he's going to get a first down. Big pickup for him. So 37-yard line. Gain of about 12. Handoff again. Gardner again. He gets out to the 40. He'll get 3.
Picks up about 3. The tackle, J.J. Work. Second down, 7. The ball on the 40.
Second down, 7. Another handoff. Gardner again. Bottled up, but he'll get a couple. Probably get 2, maybe 3. They're going to give him 2. That'll bring up third down in about 4. So 3rd and 4. Wind starting to blow a little bit. Starting to get a little cool here at night. 10:28 on a rolling clock. Back to pass. Being chased out of the pocket. Around the end and out of bounds after a couple-yard gain, but is there a flag? Yes, there is a flag in the backfield. That might be holding on Newcastle. Yes, it is. Holding on the Red Hurricanes. So Kyrie Harris doesn't have a lot of time. He gets protection for a couple seconds, but if he doesn't make a quick decision, he's flushed out of the pocket. Brings up 4th down, and they're not going to take a chance. 4th down and 4 from the 43. They're going to punt. So with 10-11 to go here in the third quarter, Newcastle will punt on their first possession. Both teams had the ball, and there is the punt. And it is going to take a Newcastle bounce all the way inside the 10-yard line to the 5. Oh, my goodness. What a punt. Both teams had the ball 6 times in the first half. And wow, what a punt that was. At the 6, they say. Oh, my goodness. Long, long, long way to go for the Warriors. But they could grind a lot of clock and work on a lot of things here with pass and run and see what they come up with. Again, it was a lot of work by Mason Dixon and Jance Henry. Brandon Singleton also got the call a handful of times. Rutherford himself kept the ball on some runs. 9:58 now on the clock. Rutherford. Back to pass. Quick out and gets away from a tackler and out to about the 12-yard line. That
Rutherford's pass complete to Underwood.
To Underwood. So Underwood's going to get a few. They're going to give him 5. He almost got tackled at the line of scrimmage, but he got away from a tackler. So 2nd and 5 gets them out of the shadow of the goalpost. Rutherford in shotgun. Handoff. First down and more. Out to the 31-yard line. No, even further. The 41-yard line. They can't tackle him. Brandon Singleton, who got bottled up a handful of times in the first half. His biggest run of the night, first down and more. So add him. That trio of running backs, Dixon, Henry, Singleton, 2 juniors in Dixon and Singleton, and a freshman in Henry. And nope, this time it's an end around by Rutherford, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of Newcastle for another first down. Design run, bootleg, and another first down for Central Valley. Stephen Rutherford, 5'11", 168. Looks a lot bigger than that. But he is quick, and he is effective. A very good game manager. He's got a good arm, accurate. Handoff. Left side, bottled up, and taken down after keeps his legs going. They can't bring him down. Singleton gets out to the 41-yard line, gets 5 yards. He was bottled up for about 1, and he kept his legs churning, and he gets 5 yards. Boy, I got to tell you, that was impressive.
Second down 5, ball on the 41.
Running clock, 8:13 remaining here. Third quarter. And whistles blow, and what do we have? Do we have a timeout? This could be officials' timeout. What do we got here? That's a penalty. That is offsides on Central Valley. Legal procedure. 2nd and 10, so that's 5 yards. All that hard work by Singleton for naught. Now 2nd and 10. He still gets credit for it, though. Handoff. Bursting through for about 3 is Singleton. I like how they take turns with the backs. Very effective running by Dixon, by Singleton, and by Henry. 3 men, all 3. 2 big guys, 1 a little smaller, quicker back, Singleton, but all 3 effective. Now back to pass is Rutherford. He looks, doesn't find anybody. Then he does find a man. Wide open at the 30, and that'll be a first down. And
Rutherford's pass is complete to
Cole Hiltz for the first down.
First down. The ball on the 30.
Cole Hiltz, spelled K-O-L-E. Number 10, he's a junior as well. Bootleg again. Rutherford looks to pass and does to the end zone. And just over the head of the intended receiver. And there is a flag down. But Rutherford went around the left end and had to throw against the grain. And the penalty flag was about where he was. I suspect holding on Central Valley, but we'll see. Yep, it is against Central Valley. Illegal forward pass. He was across the line of scrimmage. So he threw that ball just inside the 30. So he was across the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 10 will knock it back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. Check it. Lost it down. So 2nd and 15. 7:01 on the clock. Rutherford. Pass. Just over the head of the intended receiver. And Shear cannot pick it up. Ethan Shear. So 3rd down and 15. Again, he throws right, he moves left, but he turns. And as he turns, he's trying to pass at the same time as he's running and turning and passing, and he just had too much on it. So 3rd and 15. Instead of a straight drop back, he kind of dropped back and turned around to try to fool the defense, and it did, but just couldn't find his man. Back to pass. Flag on the play. And in and out of the hands of a receiver, but there is a flag. And Stacy Robinson doesn't look happy. And I think it's going to be against Newcastle, but I could be wrong as I look at the official. And what are they going to do? Now they talk to the second official as they gather and talk. And let's see. Now they talk to a fourth official, and now the official's going to come and make the call. What do we got? Illegal procedure on Central Valley. I was wrong. So that's on CV, so that's going to knock it. Offsetting penalties. A penalty on each team. So they repeat it all over again. That's kind of like when I make a mistake broadcasting and Keith makes a mistake filming, offsetting penalties. 3rd and 15, 6:49 remaining. Central Valley will try it one more time. Man in motion. Handoff. Bursting through. 1st down and more. All the way down to the 10-yard line is Jance Henry. Oh, I like this freshman, Jance Henry. 191 pounds, 5'7". He's diminutive at height, but he is got a lot of bulk and he's got speed. I really like this kid. Fast and heavy as far as when he hits you, people bounce off of him and he just gets extra yardage. 1st and 10 at the 12. And off again this time. Singleton, he'll get a couple inside the 10 to about the 9. Boy, I tell you, the mark of a true team. You start with Dixon, and then you bring in Singleton, then Henry comes in, and then you see a lot more. Then you don't see Dixon for a while. And he doesn't come back into the second quarter. He gets more time. And you go to Singleton again, then Henry again. These guys just keep working hard together, and as a trio are tremendous. Roll out and into the end zone. on the keeper. And that goes to Stephen Rutherford. Stephen Rutherford with a 9-yard touchdown run. And that will make the score 34-7. 20 points, looking pretty good. 34-7. And Benjamin Shore with the kick, and it is good. That makes it 35-7. With that, we take a break. And we'll let you hear from our sponsors here on Beaver County Radio.
Do you know a child who struggles to read? If so, the tuition-free brick-and-mortar Provident Charter School West is here to help. The Provident Charter School West in Baden is helping children from 1st grade through 4th learn to overcome dyslexia so they can return to their hometown schools and graduate with their friends. Provident Charter School West meets the needs of children with dyslexia so they can become the inventors and educators of tomorrow. For more information, visit providentcharterschool.org.
And we're back as we discuss all the intricacies of high school sports with Keith Walsh. All of a sudden he's a sportscaster. And they're congratulating the band and the students and the cheerleaders. Nothing said about the parents. Come on. Just kidding around. Central Valley leads 35-7. Impressive drive by them. And a kickoff. And that's Nate McKnight with it. He gets out to about the 33-yard line. And Newcastle will take over their second possession of the second half, trailing by 4 touchdowns. 35-7. Kind of expected this. Central Valley averaging the points that they are. The defense pretty good, although they give up a little more than they have in past seasons. But tonight the defense has really shown. And Newcastle just struggling to get anything going on offense. Direct snap. Getting about 6 yards is going to be Ryan Clark. Clark, of course, the name that Malik Jefferson takes today because of the Gold Star honor game, honoring those that have passed in service. Direct snap again, and this time they lose yardage. Newcastle. Ryan Clark gets hit hard. Tyler Ondrusik.
Third down 5, the ball on the 40.
With the tackle. Another run, and this out of bounds after a first down and a flag over by the bench, and we're going to have the referee separating some folks over there. Kyrell Harris. So there is a penalty marker. Central Valley is going to get penalized here. Personal foul, and that's going to knock it all the way down to the 38-yard line. So Good possession by Newcastle, their longest drive of the game. Direct snap. They're moving the ball. Another 6 yards by Ryan Clark. They're really moving the ball here. Central Valley defense starting to give a little bit. 3:51 to go in the quarter. Another direct snap to Clark, but he's brought down after a gain of maybe a half a yard. That'll bring up 4th down. Nope, it's 3rd and 4. I'm sorry. Not 4th down. 3rd and 4. 3:02 on a running clock. Handoff. Clark again. And he's going to lose a yard. That's 4th down now. And they're going to call that 4th and 6. They're going to lose 2. From the 34-yard line, they're going to go for it. They have to. Down this much. No sense punting it here. What are you going to do, punt it in the end zone and give them the ball at the 20? You're going to gain, what, 13, 14 yards? Doesn't make any sense. Go for it. Back to pass, Harris. And in and out of the hands of his receiver, Maddox Thompson. And Central Valley will take over on downs. Here from the AK Nahas Appliance and Furniture broadcast booth. Don't forget, after the game, the Electric Garage Doors post-game show. The Falcones Moon Township Ford wrap-up show. Do we have any new scores, Curtis? Fry Transportation Instant Update Desk, Cornell 41, Carlington nothing, Moon 19, Mars 9. Shenango 8, Rochester 6, Freedom 21, Riverside 7, Seton LaSalle 27, Hopewell nothing, Montour 42, Ambridge 7, Neshannock 20, Beavers Falls 6. And first down run, Jance Henry. Henry gets about 9 yards. And we have a timeout called. Oh, no, we don't. We have a man down for Newcastle. And he tries to get up. And they're going to attend to him. And while they attend to him, we're going to take a quick timeout here on Beaver County Radio.
Everyone at Plasmeyer Towing in Elwood City is proud to help sponsor Beaver County Radio's broadcast of local games this football season. Plasmeyer Towing provides their customers with usable auto parts and pays top dollar for junk vehicles. They also offer low prices on towing services. Plasmeyer Towing Services, New Brighton, Elwood City, Beaver County, and Allegheny County. Plasmeyer Towing extends best wishes and safe travel to all the teams this season.
We're back, and young man just had a cramp. He gets off on his own power with the help of the training staff of Newcastle. And Central Valley will have it 2nd and 1 after the Henry 9-yard gain. Rutherford. Hand off. Oh, nope, he passes in the flat, finds a man, and that's got to be a penalty. No? Thought that was... I thought it was Joseph Butcher got his face mask grabbed, but it's not. That's Joseph Butcher's name, but that's Marcus Lawson on the catch. Joseph Butcher, of course, the man he's honoring. So that's 1st and 10 at the 49 of Newcastle. Man in motion. Handoff. Up the middle and maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Jance Henry gets maybe a half a yard. It'll be 2nd and 10. Clock moving. 1:12 to go, third quarter. Central Valley in control. This one, 35-7. They'll likely, unless things really turn bad in the fourth quarter, they'll likely improve to 4-1. And we are almost halfway through the season. Just like that. And Newcastle's season doesn't get any better. Rutherford rolls out, fires, complete, right sideline, down the sideline, 20, 10, touchdown, Central Valley. Ethan Shearer, 48-yard touchdown pass. Ethan Shearer. .48 yards from Rutherford, his second touchdown pass of the night. And with the extra point attempt coming from Benjamin Schur. It's up, and it's good. It's 42-7, and with that, we take a break with 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Central Valley leads it 42-7 here on Beaver County Radio.
It might be time to repair or replace that old garage door. Call on Robin and her team of expert installers at Electric Garage Door Sales in Monaca. Dial 724-774-3200 and your door will work like a charm. Featuring CHI quality garage doors, LiftMaster garage door openers, and over 50 years experience, Robin and her team will get it done right. Electric Garage Door Sales. Give them a call at 724-774-3200 or find them online at electricgaragedoorsales.com.
And we're back. Central Valley scores on the Ethan Shear 48-yard touchdown catch. Rutherford now with 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns. And I think, and we will find out after the game who the CCBC players of the game are, but I got a feeling Rutherford's going to be a guy we're going to think of there. 2 players named, 1 from each squad. You know, Rutherford with 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. He's done a great job. You know, Mason Dixon's done well. Jance Henry's done well. Makai Ahmed's done well. But Rutherford with 4 TDs combined. Right now, I think, as my chair starts to give way on me, if I fall down, remember me well. 31 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and we have a running clock now. And Newcastle will have the ball at the 31-yard line. One final play in the third quarter. Pass play, they fire it up, and it is incomplete. And that ends the third quarter. We go to the fourth quarter, and with that, we take a break, and we go to quarter 4. We'll be back after these messages here on Beaver County Radio.
Looking for home services? Call Patriot Home Care in Beaver Falls. Their staff provides company, conversation, and companionship to all patients, ensuring medications are taken on time, participating in fun community activities, personal care, meal prep, and light household work are all services provided by Patriot Home Care, all thanks to the hardworking and selfless team members. Call Patriot Home Care at 724-506-8911 or stop in Patriot Home Care, 1225 7th Avenue, Beaver Falls.
And we're back here at Central Valley. They lead 42-7. A reminder, folks, tomorrow, the A-team in the house in Cleveland Mike Gazadi and Frank Salopek as we head to Case Western Reserve against Geneva. 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock game time. Myself and Mr. Salopek are with you tomorrow from Case Western. Newcastle with the ball. And Ryan Clark. Again, Ryan Clark, the name. Malik Jefferson is the athlete. Ryan Clark, of course, the man being honored on this Gold Star honor game where 5 players from each team are honored by having the name be called all night long in their honor of men who have fallen in duty. 42-7 the score. And we get a timeout. And with that, we take another break here on Beaver County Radio.
The pregame show will set the stage for the upcoming game coverage. A pre-career start at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center can set up your high school student for life. I'm Vince Crateri, Public Relations and Marketing Specialist at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center with great news. There is still time for this school year in some of our top earning career training programs, but you must act now. Have your child or grandchild see their school counselor today. Hurry, classroom space is limited, and these prime opportunities are on a first-come, first-served basis. Let the Beaver County CTC open doors for you in the game of life. Click bcctc.org.
Back at Central Valley from the Fry Transportation Instant Update Desk, it is still West Allegheny and Aliquippa, 15-15 in the third quarter. Remember last year, tremendous game we had at Freedom that ended with Aliquippa winning it barely. And a pass play and caught. Complete. Uh-oh. I'm down. Chair goes up. Here we go. Hold on. I don't think that's going to help. There we go. I don't think you can do it. Almost. As the chair gives way here at Central Valley. Looks like hey, don't tell me about it. What am I going to do? Hey, it is what it is. I stand. I stand the rest of the time. That's what happens. But that's okay. Newcastle. Beautiful pass play. Number 87. Jaden Underwood with the tackle. You know, I felt that thing given about 10 minutes ago. It just kept sinking. Newcastle marching downfield. Couple of big pass plays. Rolled out, throw into the end zone, intercepted.
Pass is intercepted in the end zone by number 1, Jaden Underwood.
Intercepted by Underwood. The third turnover by Central Valley. And we go to Central Valley. Will take over at the 20-yard line.
Penalty is against Newcastle for holding. That penalty is declined. Central Valley takes over.
So there was a penalty on the play. Central Valley will take over. After the penalty, they decline it. And they'll take over. Let's see who's in on offense for them. I believe we're going to have somebody new at quarterback. Handoff First man through, out to the 25. Michael Steele, a junior. And I mean, when they've got a lot of guys listed as running backs, they've got 9 guys listed at running back here. And I'm telling you, they got a lot of talented guys running the ball for this Central Valley team. They'll keep the ball in between the tackles. They'll keep the ball on the ground. They'll take their time, let the play clock run below 10 before they snap. They're going to take their time. They won't try to run the score up. This one is well in hand. Handoff again to Michael Steele. He gets out to about the 26-yard line. He'll gain 1 more yard. Bring up third down.
Tackled by a host of Red Hurricanes.
Newcastle Red Hurricanes. Their season did not start well. A tough loss to University Prep. Lost to Armstrong, Mars, and West Allegheny. And now looks like their 5th tough game in a row. They've had a brutal schedule. And Steele's out first down out to the 40. So their schedule, again, University Prep, Armstrong, Mars, and West Allegheny, all tough losses. Only the University Prep game was close, and they will fall to 0-5. They're not playing well at all. Defensively, just giving up a lot of points. And Stacy Robinson's squad needs to go back to the drawing board. That is an incomplete pass. Ambrose at quarterback now. So the backup quarterback is Braddock. Ambrose is a freshman, 141-pounder. Clock running, 6:57 remaining in this one. 35-point deficit. Clock will run. Ambrose in shotgun. 2nd and 10. Handoff. Up the middle. For about 5 for Steeles. They've got some impressive freshmen on this squad. Micah Ahmed, the receiver, and Jance Henry, the running back, both contributed mightily in this game, along with Mason Dixon, Brandon Singleton, and, of course, Stephen Rutherford. I'm really impressed by Rutherford, the quarterback, Dixon, Henry, and Singleton at running back, Ahmed at receiver. They keep producing talent here at Central Valley, and another successful season as they will move to 4-1. Another handoff. This time, that gets blown up, and that's a fumble and recovered by Newcastle. And let's see what the ruling is. Is that going to be a fumble? Yep. And that is their. That is the second turnover and second fumble for Central Valley. So change of possession, and it'll be Newcastle again. And again, Central Valley beat Austintown Fitch by 1 early in the game, lost to Avonworth, and then just handled easily Hampton and Chartiers Valley, and now Newcastle, so they will improve to 4-1. Just a matter of the final score here tonight. Handoff. Second man through. I think that's Travis Wetzel. And that's George Threat, sorry. He'll get 5.
Second down, 5 from the 33.
Second and 5. Handoff again.
Threats the ball carrier.
Threats. Gets a couple.
On the tackle, number 76, John McCrogaloo.
4:30 on the running clock.
Down 3, the ball on the 31.
Don't forget, coming up after, it is the Electric Garage Doors post-game show. The Falcone's Moon Township Ford wrap-up show after that. Third and 3. Back to pass. And Wetzel at quarterback. He's going to run for a first down. And they get a first down at the 25. And they got pride on the line right now. Some of the younger guys want to score here late in the game. $3:33 remaining in this one. Wetzel at quarterback. In shotgun. He's going to take it himself. He's going to get a couple.
Wetzel tackled by McCrogaloo.
And what I like seeing here is the Newcastle cheerleaders and the Central Valley cheerleaders all together cheering as one. It's kind of nice to see that. All working together. It's fun to see them get as a group. 2:44 remaining in this one. Second and 9. I like seeing that. Like when they get together as a group. The bands appreciate what the bands do. And around the left end is Wetzel. And he gets out of bounds. I'm sorry, that's George Threats.
Pushed out of bounds by number 17, Ashawn Johnson.
And he's going to get a first down. And that'll take it under 2 minutes. First and 10. Under 1:50. Couple of plays left in this one. Can Newcastle score? Back to run. Getting inside the 10. Now inside the 5 and drugged down is Wetzel. Inside the 5. Central Valley, second string. Pride on the line for them. First and goal, they say on the 3-yard line. Newcastle down by 35. Trying to cut it, make it respectable. Handoff up the middle, touchdown.
Number 8, George Threats into the end zone for a Newcastle touchdown.
Threats TD, 3-yarder. And that makes the score 42-13. And on for the kick should be Angel Porras. Unless they go for 2.
Angel Forrest to attempt the
And there's a penalty. That's on Newcastle.
5-yard penalty against Newcastle. Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution for them. Another guy we didn't mention a lot of early, J.J. Work. Didn't run the ball, but boy, he did a lot from his defensive back position, a sophomore. And the snap is up. It is good. And with that, the score 42-14. We'll take a break here on Beaver County Radio.
In Beaver County, there are many great stories to tell. One such worthy story is that of the Drug-Free Community Support Program. Now in its 4th year of serving Aliquippa, the project has enjoyed great success through in-school interaction, education, raising awareness, and data analysis. The Drug-Free Community Support Program in Aliquippa has a mission to help local youth make better decisions regarding alcohol and drug use. For more information or to find out how you can get involved, visit Drug Free Aliquippa on Facebook.
Back and from the Fry Transportation Instant Update Desk, West Allegheny now leads Aliquippa 21-15. Cornell 47-7 over Carleton. That's a final. Shenango 18, Rochester 6. And boy, Aliquippa, that would be their first regular season loss in more than a couple of years. Central Valley gets the ball and returns it. And I would imagine they kneel on the ball here as they take over with less than a minute to play. So 1st and 10 from the 46, and it's a kneel down. And I would say they've got a couple of plays, and that's it. Newcastle has to wait for some linemen to come in. These young guys got to be ready when their number is called. And first play, kneel down. And that'll be it. Yeah, the clock started. Ambrose takes the knee, and that's it. So Central Valley wins it 42-14. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the Electric Garage Doors postgame show only here on Beaver County Radio.
At Pittsburgh Bay's Goldberg, Persky & White, we've helped thousands of former Babcock & Wilcox and J&L Steel employees receive compensation for their asbestos-caused lung cancer or mesothelioma. Since the time from asbestos exposure to disease diagnosis spans decades, many do not realize their illness was caused by asbestos. To find out if you are entitled to compensation, call GPW today at 1-800-COMPLEX or visit online at gpwlaw.com.
Hi, this is Bob Barrickman here for Fry Transportation. When it comes to school buses in Beaver County, it sure is hard not to notice the shiny Fry Transportation fleet. Fry Transportation has been a local family-owned Beaver County business for over 30 years. As any successful football team must be dependable and reliable, these same qualities have made Fry Transportation a champion operation. Best wishes to all local teams and safe travels to the gridirons this season. From your friends at Fry Transportation.
Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, but winning is all in the game when you shop for a used car at the Beaver Valley Auto Mall. Because the Beaver Valley Auto Mall believes that the experience of buying a used car should be an exciting and simple process. When you're looking for a used car near the Beaver Valley area, look no further than the inventory of cars and trucks and SUVs at the Beaver Valley Auto Mall. Stop in today and see their incredible selection. You'll find all the help you need or click BeaverValleyCars.com. Beaver Valley Auto Mall, near the mall in Center Township.
Does someone you know struggle to read? If so, there's tuition-free local help available. The Provident Charter School West at the former Quigley High School in Baden is helping students in grades 1st through 4th. Provident Charter School West teaches students with dyslexia so they can go back to their hometown schools and learn alongside their friends. Provident Charter School West is a tuition-free brick-and-mortar school for children in grades 1st through 4th who are below grade level in reading. For more information, go to providentcharterschool.org.
After any big game, people will be talking. This is Ellen Bross from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. The same is true when you get your new vehicle from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Neighbors, friends, and co-workers will notice the new winning style reflected in the car, truck, or SUV you just got from Falcone's Moon Township Ford. Located on University Boulevard, across from Robert Morris. Click and save at moonford.com and discover what the talk is all about. Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
If you have big plans for this fall, like a new car or home remodeling project, but feel like it's getting a little late in the game and you're out of timeouts, it's time to call an audible, a 749 audible. This is Coach Andy Dengel from Freedom United Federal Credit Union. 24-month personal loans are now available with approved credit from 7.49%. So get up to the line, the teller line that is, and call your own 749 audible. Stop in for details. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
It's football season, and if you can see the Aquaman of Beaver County heading deep on a fly route to the end zone, it shouldn't surprise you. This is Jim Riggio, the Aquaman of Beaver County from the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority. Why, you ask? It's obvious. Going deep or the full distance for our customers, no matter what we are up against, is in our game plan. Now, what isn't quite so simple is getting my web feet into a pair of those cleats. This is the Aquaman from the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority. And looky here, I'm wide open that is, to doing whatever it takes to serve you. Click bfwater.net.
Are you a believer?
I am absolutely a believer.
And I'm a Bubba Beaver believer.
But I'm the biggest Baba Beaver believer.
All right, man, you got me.
Be a Beaver believer in a new Nissan. Get a new Rogue S for just $344 a month, or a new Ultima Premium package for only $386 a month. Plus guaranteed credit approval and the best certified pre-owned warranty.
Stop in and become a Baba Beaver believer like me.
And me.
At Beaver County Auto.
When life brings the great outdoors indoors, you need a reliable washer and dryer with the ability to enhance cleaning and sanitize your laundry. See the experts at AK Nahas to determine the laundry pair that works the best for your family. Whether it's the durability of commercial cleaning like Speed Queen and Maytag, or the capacity and power steam cleaning of GE and Whirlpool, AK Nahas has it all. Cleaning is believing. See it all at AK Nahas Appliance, Furniture, Mattress, and TV. You'll do okay with AK.
You're listening to 2023 high school football coverage on Beaver County Radio. This game is being brought to you in part by St. Barnabas Dental and Dr. Peter Montini, Goldberg Persky and White, Friendly Federal Credit Union, Dr. C. Timothy Lip, Freedom United Federal Credit Union, Luxembourg Garbett Kelly and George, Electric Garage Door Sales in Monaca, Beaver County Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Nissan, Keystone Wellness Program, Patriot Home Care, the Grand Valley Inn, the Community College of Beaver County, the Beaver County Career Technology Center, Drug Free Aliquippa, the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority, Moon Township Ford, Fry Transportation, and Beaver County Radio. 95.7 and 99.3 FM, along with 1230 WBVP, 1460 WMBA, and BeaverCountyRadio.com.
And we're back, and Central Valley wins it. We are here at the Electric Garage Doors post-game show. We will have the CCBC players of the game. We're at the AK Nahas Appliance and Furniture broadcast booth, where this one started. Central Valley received the opening kickoff, marched down the field, and Stephen Rutherford scored on a Stephen Rutherford scored on a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 7-0. Newcastle fumbled on their first possession, and that led to Central Valley marching down, and a Jance Henry 16-yard touchdown run made it 14-0. Newcastle punts. Central Valley takes over. They fumble, and Newcastle scores on a Nate McKnight 43-yard touchdown pass from Kyrell Harris, making it 21-7. Or check it. Made it 21-7. Before that, it was Central Valley scoring on a 78-yard touchdown pass from Rutherford to Makai Ahmed, making it 21-0. Then the McKnight touchdown pass made it 21-7. Central Valley turns it over on downs. Newcastle fumbles again. And then, for the second time in the half, a turnover which led directly to the next possession. Central Valley scoring on a 1-yard Mason Dixon touchdown run, 28-0. The point after kicks were all good tonight by all the kickers. Benjamin Shore for Central Valley. On the other side, it was Angel Porras. So 28-0 at the half. Into the third quarter, Central Valley on their first possession, they score on a Rutherford 9-yard touchdown run to make it 35-7. Newcastle could do nothing with it. Central Valley's second possession, a 48-yard touchdown pass. Rutherford to Ethan Shear made it 42-7 after an interception by Newcastle and a fumble by Central Valley. Then threats from Newcastle runs for a 3-yard touchdown to make it 42-14, your final score. We're going to take one final break. We're going to come back, and we will give you the CCBC players of the game here on Beaver County Radio.
It's football season, and if you can see the Aquaman of Beaver County heading deep on a fly route to the end zone, it shouldn't surprise you. This is Jim Riggio, the Aquaman of Beaver County from the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority. Why, you ask? It's obvious. Going deep or the full distance for our customers, no matter what we are up against, is in our game plan. Now, what isn't quite so simple is getting my web feet into a pair of those cleats. This is the Aquaman from the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority. And looky here, I'm wide open that is, to doing whatever it takes to serve you. Click bfwater.net.
Now that the sights and sounds of summer are fading in your rearview mirror, there's still time to enjoy your classic car and turn heads this fall. Restore your cherished ride to its former glory and call Ganew's Body Works in Freedom. Gary Snare has been offering collision and restoration services for over 20 years. Everything from lowering or airbagging your rod or street custom to full custom color paint, Ganew's also handles collision and general repairs. Say hello to cooler weather with the hottest car around. Call Ganew's Body Works, 408th Street in Freedom.
Being part of a credit union is like being part of a team where everyone plays and, more importantly, everyone wins. This is Cindy Haladio for Friendly Federal Credit Union. If you need a loan, it's game time. Visit Friendly Federal Credit Union in Baden-Araquippa. Follow us on Facebook or Twitter or click friendlyfcu.org. Member NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Friendly Federal Credit Union. You got a friend.
Listening to live sports on the radio in Beaver County is a tradition. This is Craig Fontana from Moon Township Ford, and I ought to know. My dad, Bill Fontana, has called games for over 50 years. Beaver County people know a good call when they hear one, and the best call you can make is to buy your next new or used vehicle at Moon Township Ford. Click moontownshipford.net or visit Moon Township Ford on University Boulevard.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
In order to call the right play, you have to be able to communicate. Dental hygiene not only affects appearance and eating habits, it can also have an impact on your ability to speak clearly. Dr. C. Timothy Lip wants you to keep your teeth in the game, and he has a playbook designed for success so that you can call the right play or even call an audible. Get suited up for a win, or at least a winning smile, by joining Dr. C. Timothy Lip's team in Beaver Falls or Robinson Township. Visit lipdentistry.com.
Are you a believer?
I am absolutely a believer.
And I'm a Baba Beaver believer.
But I'm the biggest Baba Beaver believer.
All right, man, you got me.
Be a Beaver believer in a new Nissan. Get a new Rogue S for just $344 a month or a new Ultima Premium package for only $386 a month. Plus guaranteed credit approval and the best certified pre-owned warranty.
Stop in and become a Baba Beaver believer like me.
And me.
At Beaver County Auto.
In order to call the right play, you have to be able to communicate. Dental hygiene not only affects appearance and eating habits, it can also have an impact on your ability to speak clearly. Dr. C. Timothy Lip wants you to keep your teeth in the game, and he has a playbook designed for success so that you can call the right play or even call an audible. Get suited up for a win, or at least a winning smile, by joining Dr. C. Timothy Lip's team in Beaver Falls or Robinson Township. Visit lipdentistry.com.
In Beaver County, there are many great stories to tell. One such worthy story is that of the Drug-Free Community Support Program. Now in its 4th year of serving Aliquippa, the project has enjoyed great success through in-school interaction, education, raising awareness, and data analysis. The Drug-Free Community Support Program in Aliquippa has a mission to help local youth make better decisions regarding alcohol and drug use. For more information or to find out how you can get involved, visit Drug-Free Aliquippa on Facebook.
The award-winning Grand Valley Inn on Route 51 in Falston provides a delicious family dining experience. Grand Valley Inn is a great place for a party or event. They have banquet rooms for small and large gatherings. Fish and Friday night football go great together in Beaver County. The Grand Valley Inn has great fish and seafood specials on Fridays, live music on the weekends through October, and trivia night on Thursdays. Follow Grand Valley Inn on Facebook to keep up with all the fun. That's Grand Valley Inn on Route 51 in Falston.
Hi, this is Bob Barrickman here for Fry Transportation. When it comes to school buses in Beaver County, it sure is hard not to notice the shiny Fry Transportation fleet. Fry Transportation has been a local family-owned Beaver County business for over 30 years. As any successful football team must be dependable and reliable, these same qualities have made Fry Transportation a champion operation. Best wishes to all local teams and safe travels to the gridirons this season. From your friends at Fry Transportation.
In order to call the right play, you have to be able to communicate. Dental hygiene not only affects appearance and eating habits, it can also have an impact on your ability to speak clearly. Dr. C. Timothy Lip wants you to keep your teeth in the game, and he has a playbook designed for success so that you can call the right play or even call an audible. Get suited up for a win, or at least a winning smile, by joining Dr. C. Timothy Lip's team in Beaver Falls or Robinson Township. Visit lipdentistry.com.
It might be time to repair or replace that old garage door. Call on Robin and her team of expert installers at Electric Garage Door Sales in Monaca. Dial 724-774-3200 and your door will work like a charm. Featuring CHI quality garage doors, LiftMaster garage door openers, and over 50 years experience, Robin and her team will get it done right. Electric Garage Door Sales. Give them a call at 724-774-3200 or find them online at electricgaragedoorsales.com.
Spotlight your future this fall at Community College of Beaver County. By attending our admissions showcases, you'll explore campus, talk one-on-one with professors, discover career and transfer-ready programs, and even enroll on the spot. Join us October 7th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Aviation Sciences Center in Chippewa to learn more about piloting, air traffic control, aerospace management, and the Aviation High School Academy. RSVP now at ccbc.edu/showcases.
And we're back one final time here on the Electric Garage Doors postgame show from the AK Naos Appliance and Furniture broadcast booth, where the final score was 42-14 Central Valley over Newcastle. It's now time for the CCBC players of the game for Newcastle. A couple guys come to mind. I thought that their quarterback played pretty well, did Kyrell Harris. Also, Kayvon Gardner did. But we're going to give it to Nate McKnight. Did well on the returns. The 6'2", 275-pound wide receiver Nate McKnight, the junior, he had the touchdown in the first half, the 43-yarder from Kyrell Harris. He is your CCBC player of the game for Newcastle. For Central Valley, for a while, it was a three-man race. Jance Henry, the freshman running back, played well. Also, I'd say make a four-man race. Brandon Singleton, the junior running back, played well. Was really impressed by Mason Dixon, the junior running back. But you got to give it to Steven, that's S-T-E-V-E-N, Rutherford. Steven Rutherford, 2 touchdown passes. One a 78-yarder to Makai Ahmed to make it 21-0. One to Ethan Shearer to end the scoring for them to make it 42-7. And a 1-yard touchdown run to open the scoring and a 9-yard touchdown run. He was involved in 4 of the 5 scores. And was involved in so much on offense. He was tremendous. Stephen Rutherford, your CCBC player of the game for Central Valley. Well, that pretty much wraps things up. Again, join us tomorrow, 6:30. Geneva travels to Case Western Reserve. Myself and Frank Solopek on the call. 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock game time. We'll have it for you live here on Beaver County Radio. Before we head to the Falcones Moon Township Ford wrap-up show with none other than everybody's favorite Bruce Fry and Ryan Garazunas, I'd like to thank all the fine people here at Central Valley, including Sam Sircone, the athletic director. Thanks to Dan Campbell on the field with photography. Thanks to Keith Walsh on camera. Thanks to Curtis Walsh, our producer. I'm Mike Azadian, wishing everyone a good night. We'll see you again here on Beaver County Radio.
Thank you for listening to coverage of 2023 high school football here on Beaver County Radio. Coverage of tonight's broadcast was brought to you in part by St. Barnabas Dental and Dr. Peter Montini, Goldberg Persky and White, Friendly Federal Credit Union, Dr. C. Timothy Lip, Freedom United Federal Credit Union, Luxembourg Garbutt Kelly and George, Electric Garage Door Sales in Monaca, Beaver County Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Nissan, Keystone Wellness Program, Patriot Home Care, the Grand Valley Inn, the Community College of Beaver County, the Beaver County Career Technology Center, Drug Free Aliquippa, the Beaver Falls Municipal Authority, Moon Township Ford, A.K. Nahas Furniture Gallery, Tri-County McDonald's, Fry Transportation, and Beaver County Radio. And don't forget to check out all the scores and information from this week's game and all games at beavercountyradio.com and on our Facebook page at WBVP-WMBA.